Hey everyone, and welcome to session 2 of our Dungeons and Dragons campaign, Storm King's Thunder. If you are not up to date on YouTube, you can find all the episodes. You just go youtube.com/greencricket. You find all the recordings plus a character intro where we try to go over each character and quickly give you a quick rundown of it. We have amazing players. We have Cecilia, we have Ryan, Crozier, Miss Leche, and Lotari. Their Twitters I can heavily recommend as well. So if you don't know them, go to Twitter and follow them. And also follow me on Twitter because that's when you know when the next session starts. So you should do that as well. How do we do this? We want to go straight in. I don't want to delay too much. And we thought this time, instead of just like talking about what happened, like one of our characters actually will give you a quick rundown in character, of course. And then after he told you what happened, we go straight into it. So Silarios, you want to take it away?
It's only Ryan here, but I can get Silarios real quick. 1 second.
Okay. This is live. This is not planned.
We should have seen something like this coming, really.
Oh.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you to our stream. So, mere mortals, I guess you want to know what happened last episode, and I will be a gracious god and will tell you. So, at the beginning of last episode, we were situated in this town called Nightstone. It's been called Nightstone because there was a huge Nightstone in the middle of the city, which is gone now, which is weird. I'm still looking for that. But for now, the town was pretty much empty. No Nightstone, no people in there because it was attacked by giants on clouds. Now, that sounds weird, and it got even weirder because we found one woman that didn't really seem to tell the truth. And once we tried to figure out what her motives were, we realized that she was part of the Centarim. It's just a political organization which I don't really care about. Anyways, it so happened that she was scouting the village, and she wanted to actually occupy the village for her organization, and she already let other people know that she was there and that it was safe to come, which meant that 5 or 6 or 7, I don't know, we killed them all. A large number of riders came to the town, and it was a close fight. I think some of us actually took a quick nap in between. Nobody really noticed that I can't control my magic 100% of the time. I'll let you in on the secret. I actually fooled them and told them I'm a god. I think it worked out quite well, but this is between us, right? No, don't tell them, because I think Namaya might actually be onto something. Anyways, besides that, we slayed the intruders of the city, and then, obviously, because we are heroes after all, we marched out towards the caves, because that is where the people hid or fled to from the town while it was being attacked. It so happened that there was a troll and some little goblins inside of that cave, which meant we couldn't get to the people. And obviously, I came up with a brilliant plan to lure the troll outside, or the ogre, I think it was an ogre, outside of the cave. And suddenly, some of us decided to run into the cave and just dash through it. I mean, sure, you could do that. You could also go with the plan and kill the ogre first. Anyways, I think it was Sin and I that stayed outside. We tied a rope. I think it was Sin's brilliant idea to tie that rope, so if the ogre comes back, it trips, it falls, and we can sling it in the back. For now, this is where we are. We're standing 2 people in the entrance of the cave and 3 people inside of the cave, and a lot of goblins and a large ogre or troll. So let's see where it goes from here.
Yeah, thank you, Silarios. This is the situation how we are currently in. And as we see, there is Nehemiah and Alaris standing in the middle of the cave looking around. Alaris doesn't see a lot because it's very dark. She actually just sees the entrance, and other than that, she has very limited eyesight. Elarin, on the other hand, ran up to the goblin's head on and is now standing in front of one of the goblins. And this is actually not a troll, but an ogre. Nope. And Sin and Silarios did a little trap here. They used the rope and tried to make like a falling trap? No.
Like a tripwire.
Tripwire, there we go. Yeah. So we have a tripwire now here. The question is it strong enough for the ogre? And the ogre is also still looking outside. So I think we go straight into combat here and see where the adventure will take it from there. So guys, please roll initiative for me right at the beginning of this episode.
This is not how I wanted to. Oh my word, I spoke too soon.
10.
Well, I rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9, but I feel less bad about that now.
You rolled a
13.
Or did you have like 9?
Rolled a 9.
So what's the initiative then? Because you have like an initiative modifier.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well then.
I rolled a 7 plus 2.
Sin, what did you say?
14.
14. And then we have Elarin, who's now on a very remote setup in Boston, which is a very interesting setup because she actually has... show your microphone.
Ta-da! This is, we have to make it work this way. So I got a total of 19.
19.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Pretty quick.
Good then. That actually means, Elarin, you're up first. What do you want to do?
Oh no! Okay, we're in the heat of the battle.
Yes.
I have acted pretty fast again. Yes, I'm going for the goblin. Let's get rid of the goblin. So I definitely want to attack. The question is, how do I attack him?
You have a short sword, so you roll a d20.
Use some of my key stuff.
The thing is, like, your key stuff, so to say, is always always your bonus action. So you can attack with your short sword, and then you can follow up with different types of key moves.
Awesome, thank you. Let's attack with the short sword first. So, can you quickly just walk me through?
Sure. You
the
roll
attack
d20
again.
and then you add your hit bonus to your short sword, which is +5 in your case. It's on your action tab. So you roll d20 at the +5.
Right, something's going on with the dice roller. 1 second.
No worries.
Okay, so d21's 4 plus the 5. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the first one. And then...
You can tell me what it is right now to see if like the short sword hit.
Yeah, it's a 4
It's
plus
a 4.
the 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 probably won't hit.
Yeah.
But you can now follow up with your chi actions. And you have either you can unarmed strike him, you can go into a flurry of blows and just deliver 2 more blows right at him, or you can go into defensive stance.
I think I go for the flurry of blows.
Do it then. You spend.
What is defense?
Sorry.
Just do it. Do it then.
Okay. So we do the d20 and then
2 times.
+5? 2 times. Okay. So 13 and 12.
So the second one nearly hits, but the first one definitely hits. So you missed the first one, but the second one you punch it in the face, and now you can roll damage, which is in your case 1d4 plus 3.
7.
7 damage. That's pretty good. So you actually knock him out. So you miss the short sword, he dodges to the left, you miss the second strike, he dodges to the right, and then you just hit him right in the middle, and he's just knocked out and falls like unconscious to the ground. So this one actually is already gone. So as you can see, like the goblin, you're kind of making quick work of the goblins here. Nice.
Woo.
Okay, so that was the first turn. One turn, one kill. I like it. Then the next one is Sin.
Okay, so we put up the tripwire, right?
Yes.
And we are on the opposite side of the ogre, I assume?
Yeah, you're here, and the ogre is here, and here's the tripwire, and then at the nearest, in the closing of the cave, so to say.
Alright. Has the ogre responded to the sound in the cabin?
Currently, no. He's just looking where the sparks have faded. Like, ooh.
Okay. Let's try to make use of that time. Can I aim around the rocks there to the right of me and shoot at Goblin, or is there too much debris in the way?
You can, but at the same time, you hear a whisper. You hear like, go for it. Go for it.
That's not creepy at all.
But go for what? Go for.
You see, like in your mind, like the ogre bleeding out, like from his liver. You know, like the neck is probably too high up, but the liver is like is a weak point, and you could go for it. Like you maybe I know it's a big thing, but
Okay, so I take out my bow, I start aiming at the goblins, and then I turn around, and I shoot for the ogre's head instead.
okay. You got it.
All right, so that's
Cricket, I think your stream has stopped.
The stream is stopped. It's
24.
That's interesting.
I think it's. Oh no, yeah, it's dead.
I have no idea why though. What you can try
Apps
there.
in the chat.
Give me a second. We do end stream here. And we do it again. I mean, that's the beauty of Twitch, right? There you go. And we should be back in a second. So, it said 21, right? Sin.
24.
24. That hits. So, you aim. Roll damage.
Just a second. Does this count as, where is it, sneak attack?
I don't think the stream did it start
You
again.
can add the sneak attack and it's like 1d plus 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just realized
because
it's
ogre isn't a... Yeah. So it's 2d6 plus 4.
Okay, right.
3,
Did you press go live
4
again?
is 7 plus 4 is 11 damage.
11 of damage. Okay.
Yes.
So, what weapon do you have? Crossbow?
Short bow.
So you aim very carefully, you shoot, and you go for the neck again. And you actually hit him in the neck, and he's like, turns around, and suddenly your vision gets a bit blurry, and you're back where you've been before. The ogre is looking at the sparks again, and a voice says like, not like this.
Yay!
Okay, I toss away my bow,
Okay.
and I go for my dagger instead, for my ornamented
Mhm.
Bloodseeker, as I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be reckless about it either, like completely reckless.
No, you make a stealth check. That's the first thing you do. If you want to
Yeah.
move up.
Yeah, okay.
So let me get this straight. You shot the ogre?
No, none of you have seen anything. He
This
hasn't-
happened in
Am I
my
not
mind.
watching him?
Yeah, but Sin hasn't acted yet.
Okay.
It's all in, like a momentary flash of what Sin sees in his mind's eye.
Oh yeah, that's wait, how much do I get here?
my goodness.
26.
26, that's pretty good. So
Yeah.
you sneak up on the ogre, you avoid like the dripping stone, like the stones you could drip over, and you're standing right behind the ogre, and you have the free choice of where you want to hit it.
Okay, I wanna-
Spot.
I wanna cut his what is it called? Like
Achilles heel.
Achilles ferse. Yeah. Is it Achilles
Achilles heel.
heel?
Yeah. Achilles
Yeah.
heel.
Achilles heel.
Mhm.
I want to cut that with a swift motion. I mean, if possible. I mean, okay, I still have to roll appropriately, right?
Yeah.
That's the guarantee. Okay, so if I roll appropriately, I would like to do like a spinning motion with my dagger and hitting both of his
I see.
heels at
Mhm.
the time. Yeah. All right. Is this just an attack roll?
Just normal attack roll.
Okay. Ooh, that's good. That's 21.
So what you do is you do exactly what you do to roll damage.
Mm-hmm. So again, I assume this is a sneaking attack, whatever it's
Yes.
called. So I get a bonus d6.
Yes.
So that's the d4, an epic 1 on the d4, and an epic 2 on the d6. So it's 3 plus 4 is 7 damage.
Okay, so you cut his thing, and at that
Yeah.
moment the ogre is like, "Rah!" sees you, turns around, just holds up his hand, and just like hits you right in the face. And with that, you're
Oh.
back at the entrance of the cave.
And then, like, looking at my hands, I'm looking at the ogre and looking at everyone.
Ogre is standing there, looking at where the sparks came from.
What do you want? Deliver or deliver?
Deliver.
Okay.
And you see in your mind the steps you need to do to get like to the ogre, and you see like exactly where I would need to strike to probably do a lot of damage.
Okay. So this time I don't throw away my bow. That was a bit
Okay.
drastic. I'll just try to sneak up again, and
You
Deal
know
with-
exactly where
I
to step from. You've seen it already.
so I don't have to roll for that again. Okay. So I get closer to the ogre.
It's the same roll basically, but you roll the same as before, so it's 26. So you sneak up.
Yeah.
And I was standing again with your dagger behind the ogre.
And with a devilish grin on my face, I roll the attack.
Okay, do it.
Nice. That's a 9.
Cool. Roll 2d6, please.
2d6. 2 and someone fell off. 5, so it's 7.
That's your sneak attack damage. And then you can roll normal weapon damage.
Holy shit, okay. So on my dagger, it's a d4 plus 4. We got 7 plus 2 plus 4, so 13.
13. You multiply that by 2 because it's a critical strike because you are moving up to him from behind. He's unexpected, and you have the assassin trait. So, how much is it again? I forgot.
It was
That's
13, so
26 total.
26.
26. Okay, this time you aim for the liver, and you hit exactly where you think it is. And you don't exactly hit the liver, but you hit it right in the side, and there's a big like cry of pain from the ogre. It's like, "Roar!" And this time you will stay where you are, and you also level up to level 3. And you're now officially the assassin.
Oh boy. Yeah, is there like blood all over my face? Can we make that up?
You have definitely blood on you. You can, yeah.
Yeah, then I'm like, like grimacing.
You still have like a bonus action if you want to.
Oh yeah. Is there anything I could hide under which behind which I could hide there in this proximity? Like,
Not really.
or, I mean, I'd imagine ogres to be kind of like slow when they turn around. Could I like try to stay in his toten Winkel,
You can try to, yeah.
yeah, like in the
Blind
angle
spot.
that he
Okay.
can't see his blind spot. Yeah.
Then please make another stealth check to see if you can hide in behind his back.
Yeah, that's a 22.
That's pretty good. Okay, that's Sin's turn. What you have, like everyone else has seen, is as he just moved up onto the ogre and just stabbed him in behind, and now dances around the ogre as he's like. Okay, then we have Alaris.
Okay. Can I see anything that's going on?
You see the dance with the ogre, and that's it.
Yeah.
The rest is just like shady and like dimmed, and you see movement, but not exactly.
All right. I guess. So I want to use what's it called? Action surge.
Yes, can do it.
Yes. I want to run up to one of them.
You can do it without
All
action
right.
search, though. It's just like a movement.
Okay.
Where do you want to go? Right or left?
Right.
Okay, you run probably
To the top one.
top one. Mhm.
Top one. Mhm. And I want to attack with the ice breath. Actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's good because that doesn't give you
This-
disadvantage because you just hit the area. That's the only thing
Yeah.
which wouldn't have got you disadvantage. So roll for your breath weapon then.
Oh, what do I do again? Is it D20?
Let me actually see if it's regenerated already because I
Yeah,
think
we did it rest.
it's a normal short rest.
We did a long rest.
Oh, long rest. Perfect then. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Then go for it. Just roll damage, and I'll see if the goblins jump out of
That's
the way
D-
quick enough.
6.
2d6.
Oh god. In total, it's 6.
Okay, still. Okay, so you run up to the goblins, and while you're running, you're already inhaling, and as soon as you are in range, you're and you see like the ice spikes shooting out of your mouth with like the frost breath in between, and all of them get hit. Two of them, though, are able to jump out of the way. They're still getting strifed by one of the ice spikes, but they're getting more or less out of harm's way. But two of them just get the full thing, mainly these two, and they nearly got thrown back onto the ground. So like one has an ice spike now sticking out of his chest. The other one is badly hurt at the feet, and they're barely moving.
All right, and then I can use action
Yes.
surge. All right, then I can hit the other one with my greatsword.
Okay, do it.
The top one.
Sure. Roll an
Okay.
attack.
A natural one.
Well,
Nice.
that's tough luck. As you are, actually, we actually have disadvantage on that, but I don't want to re-roll the ones. It doesn't matter. So you can't see where the goblin is in the darkness. Your fire spike just, your ice spike. You got a bit of light into the cave, but not enough to see what are. And you try to hit where the goblin was standing one moment before, but as he was hit by the ice spike, you roll to the side and you bring the sword down and you just hit the ground.
All right.
And with that, it's the goblin's turn.
No, I wasted that.
So the heavy one, the goblins are like, they're looking to the others, but they're still there. So then they're looking at each other, and they're trying to gank up on you, and they're trying to surround you. Oops. Where's the? I want to have only that goblin. There you go. So all of them move up onto you, and this one is moving to Sealy. Let's first see if the one attacks Sealy. Ellerin. Okay, he misses. He misses. Let's go for others. Misses. Oh, actually, they have advantage. Never mind. That's a natural 20. That's a 1. That's a 17. 6. 10. Okay. So 2 hit, and 1 actually hits you critical. Let's see how much damage they do.
Ow! No.
Okay, that's 9. And that's the critical one. That's 3, 6, 9 as well. So you get 18 points of damage as from 2 sides the goblin just like hack on you. Like
Not you.
Guys.
Not you, Sealy, not you.
Sealy, you
No,
actually.
that's
Yeah, Sealy,
not
you
you, Cindy.
don't get
The
it.
one that attacked you missed.
Yes.
Oh, mine missed. Well, then I'm happy, but I'm sad for Elleris. Sorry, Elleris.
Yeah, like she's surrounded by 4 goblins just like hacking and slaying from all sides. onto her.
That's the ambulance.
And with that, it's Silarios' and Nemaya's turn.
Do you want to go first, Silarios?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So I don't have night sight, so I can't actually see anything happening inside of the cave. I
Not
just
really.
see a lot of
You see shades
hitting
and moves.
and
You hear
maybe
a dragon like.
Oh yeah, you see the ice breath. That you can see.
Nope. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna follow Sin because that was impressive.
Oh yeah, true.
That was impressive.
So he's
Um,
where is Sin? There is still.
You better leave this one for me.
Silarios the kill stealer.
What is it?
excuse me. I'm gonna. This is difficult.
By the
okay.
way, you still have the birds of feathers on you. There.
Forgot about that.
Did I sneeze yet?
No.
Okay. So, with the feeling that everybody's. Do I have the urge to sneeze?
Well, after 3 successful saves, you kind of mastered
Got my-
the feeling of.
Okay.
So you're running outside?
Do I see a Lauren?
Yeah, she's like moving next to you basically. So if you see one thing in the cave, it's probably her. Him.
Him, yeah. So I see him, and I feel like I need to. Okay, I run up to Lauren and touch his back and cast light.
Okay.
So that means until the spell ends, which is 1 hour, the object or person will shed a bright light in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for another additional 20 feet.
Well, this is going to go one of 2 ways.
And I would like it to be colored green.
Very good. So that means now Nemaya suddenly can see. Nemaya can actually see. Alaris, while you're getting stabbed to death on the one side of the cave, you see now a bright green light emerge from the other side of the cave, and now you can already see, now finally you can see the features of the caves, like where stones, and it's actually a quite beautiful cave, but well, you're kind of distracted right now.
I don't know if I can cast it on a person, so I'm going to cast it on his armor.
Yes.
Or his
that makes sense.
clothes.
Which is also very surprising for you, Arena. Suddenly your armor starts glowing magically. Okay. Nemaya.
Nemaya looks around to see Ellerin running off, and then looks around to see Alaris running off. Like, freezes where she was standing, going, well, this isn't what I had in mind at all, and then runs, draws her short swords and hacks at the first goblin, striking Alaris.
Okay. Go then.
This is +5. 24.
24, that's hits. Roll damage.
And I now have, as of level 2, I actually do have 2-weapon fighting, so...
But you can attack the other one
bonuses
with
again.
the second attack, and I would urge you to do that.
Yeah.
Because
if that's okay
No,
with you, then...
it's because you know, after you hit with the first strike, that this probably won't last any longer.
So the first one takes only 6 damage.
That's enough, because it has 1 hit point.
So that just gets slashed across the back of the neck and topples over. And then the second one takes 7 damage.
Well, you kill... Okay, how are you going to do this with those two?
As I'm running up, I probably just jump and slice one. I have the knives held in the opposite direction, so I slice one in the back of the neck on the left, and then the other. And I do the landing superhero pose with the arms and the knives crossed before I stand up, flip the swords around, and go for the next lot.
And thanks to the light, Alaris, you can actually see it.
And I'm dying to these things, guys.
Cool. Next turn. Ellerin. You're
Yay.
glowing.
Okay. I'm glowing. Wow, what is happening? I look so pretty.
Oh, never mind.
on
I'm
this
sorry.
one.
I actually
What do you
forgot the
think,
most
guys?
important.
Oh, yes, you did.
So there's
No,
an ogre
no.
there.
No, you didn't forget anything.
Let's see. Okay, I have it. Okay,
Vince got it under
please.
control.
He doesn't find you. He's looking. You made a very good stealth attack. So he's like, and you dance every time he moves. You dance behind him, trying to evade his sight. And after 2 turns, he's and looks inside the cave. And there's this glowing light inside the cave. So he's going for that, thinking probably that this is what caused the pain. So
I like the logic.
he's moving up.
Big brain.
Excuse me?
And problematic is that Silarios is standing right in front of
What about the rope?
Oh, the rope. Never mind. Thank you very much. Good that you.
Oh, yes!
Let's see. What
why
kind
I
of rope is it?
A titanium steel
The bestest
rope.
of ropes.
A normal
Maybe it's
rope,
just
right?
It's elven
probably
rope.
hempen rope.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I actually need to check this now because the roll was not that good. Give a second.
Oh no.
So, as the ogre runs into the cave, he's getting caught up in the rope, and he's like, he catches himself by just like moving the second foot, and then something's, and he just pulls, and the rope just gets loose from the rock, and he's free again. But you hindered his movement enough that he was not able to get within 1 turn to Silarios. So he's now looking up again, and he's moving. And now you have an ogre. While you're standing in front of Elorian, you feel the presence of something big behind you. Okay, Elorian, your turn now. for real.
Okay, so the ogre has appeared. I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. But I look at the goblin and I feel like I need to get rid of that one first.
Mhm.
We don't want him to be in. So I want to attack the goblin.
Mhm.
Let's get rid of him 1st.
Mhm.
So
Short sword attack.
just D20
Yes,
and
+5.
+5. 22.
That hits. Roll damage.
Mhm.
And the damage you can find next to your sword. So which is 1d6 +3.
Yeah. Thank you. 9 total.
That's enough. How you want to kill it?
I'm going to take my short sword and just slice his throat open
Okay.
really quick, really.
Goblin just drops, and now you have 1 action, 1 movement action, and you have still your bonus actions.
Ooh. Okay.
And I think you have 2 more key points, right? So
Okay, that's good to know. I turn to the ogre. I feel like I should try to run maybe behind him. Can I do that?
yeah, I mean the thing is, if you run past him, he gets an attack of opportunity. Also, there's
Okay.
the mud pool. So going
Uh-huh.
through the mud pool gives you reduced speed because it's difficult terrain. So
Oh no.
you probably
Yeah, I don't
won't
want to
make
do
it
that
behind
then.
him.
Yeah, let's not do that. But can I attack him then too with my
You can run up to Silarios, like run up. Like, you squeeze by Silarios, and then you could go for another Fury of Blows if you want to.
I would like to do that. Yes.
Okay. So you have after this, you have 1 more key point left until you rest.
Okay. Sounds good. So we go for the flurry of
Yes. There are
blows,
2 attacks.
and that is
Go ahead. He's all yours.
hold on. Okay, so D20 again. +5?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 6.
That doesn't hit. Next one.
Yeah.
Wait. You rolled a natural 1.
Yes.
Good to know.
Oh
Next one.
no.
Aw. And then go again, or
Yes.
23.
That hits.
Yay.
So you roll 1d4
And-
+3 as a damage.
4.
Okay. Okay.
Was 1 square 5 or 10?
5.
Sorry, 5.
So you have first you try to go with your left punch, but Silarios is in the way, and as you try to hit the ogre, you kind of like strive Silarios, and he and drops down into the mud pool.
Excuse me?
But you stabilize thanks to kicking Silarios off, and with your second one, you just hit him right in the belly. And you know this feeling when you hit like big goo, like you hit it, you see this wave from the belly emerge, but nothing else happens.
Aw.
So now you have your fist in his belly, and the ogre is like...
No.
Okay, Sin.
You better leave this one to me! And I start shouting towards the ogre from behind with my dagger again.
Okay, roll.
Yeah.
Roll
And I want to do my... Yeah, and since I'm level 3 now,
Yes.
I want to make sure that I point out that I want to use my assassinate perk. Because
But he has already acted in the round.
Oh yeah! Oh
It's
yeah!
like only the
I
beginning of
skipped
combo.
I skipped that little line there.
Yeah, no worries.
Can we
But
restart
you
the
still get
stream?
2d6.
All
Can
right.
you
Start the
just
stream
interrupt?
quicker.
Oh, sorry, again?
Yeah.
What's wrong today?
It's freezing all the time and frames are dropping.
Oh, well, that's another problem then. Let me see. I can maybe change the settings.
Maybe just the bitrate. I don't know.
Mhm.
Oh, you can't change for your life, I think.
I can't? That's a shame.
No, that's
You- I
been
mean,
that
you're-
way for a while.
I think
can
you'd have
end the
to
stream.
end the stream real quick anyway, because people are like crying. And then I think the normal lowest bitrate is 2.5.
Okay, back. Good. Did you roll damage?
Don't I have to roll attack first?
Yes.
Wanna be fair and square here? Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. This is just 10.
Okay, let me see.
Wait. Do I have anything that can...
Yeah, did you roll with advantage?
No?
Because they're like you ganging up with Ilarin. So as soon as like two people are in melee, you get advantage.
With Ellerin.
Alright, that's better. 16.
Yeah, that hits. There you go.
Perfect. And then you say 2d6, right?
Yeah, as that's the extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
You can also use your bonus action to hit with your what it has?
Rapier?
Saber? Rapier, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, rapier. Okay, so hit with try to hit with it or already do
No,
damage
you
with
try
it?
to hit with it. You can roll another 2d20.
Maybe just do the dagger damage real quick because I started already.
Yes.
First d6 was a 4. Second is a 5, so that's 9 plus... Was it 4? Yeah, it was 9 plus 4, that's 13 already.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go for the rapier. But if I had known about this, I would have hit with the rapier first and then with the dagger second, just point it out.
However you want
That's
to
a unnatural 20. Unnatural 20. So
Mhm.
that should probably also do it.
Yes.
Let me see what bonus I get here.
Give me your
I
damage.
didn't. Yeah, my D&D Beyond is bugging out 1 second, 1 second. Alright, here we go. It's also +4 and a D8. Okay, that's what I need to know.
Too many dice.
Ooh, that's another 11 points. Alright. So that's 11 plus 13, 24.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, let me see.
Oh wait, I think it's 22.
How you want to do this?
Alright. But just to make sure the math wasn't off, I rolled a 5. No, I was correct. A 5 and a 4 on the 2d6. That's 9. Plus 4. Do I not get the +4 on the rapier?
Do you have 2 weapon fighting? I don't think so, right? Because if you don't, then no. Let me see.
Then you have to. Then it's not 23 and it's 19.
19?
19.
19.
9.
Okay.
19.
He was at 40 hit points. It has 59 HP, and you dealt exactly 19 HP.
Oh my god.
How you gonna do it? Still.
So, is it like? So it's turned to Ellerin right now.
Yes.
And she had punched her
It's
fist
like-
into his. So it's like looming above her like
Yes.
this. Like okay. So I want to leap up, and like he isn't that big that I would step on his back, right? I pull myself. Like I leap upwards. I put a hand on his shoulder to like pull myself slightly above him, and then I bring down Bloodseeker into his neck from behind while I puncture the liver again with the rapier.
Okay.
And then
And if that is like, and he's slowly going
No.
forward.
No.
Ellerin is quick enough. She still has an action left. She just steps back as the rest
Okay.
going down. While Silarios is bathing in his pool of mud.
But
Okay, that's
Okay.
about that. Then Alaris.
alright, I want to ask quickly, when am I allowed to use the bonus action?
Yeah, at once every turn. Like you have one bonus action every turn.
Okay. Because I want to use that second wind.
Oh yeah, do it.
Okay, can I first attack and then I'll do it?
Yeah, I can do it too. Sure.
Alright. I'll attack the one on the left. Top one.
Okay.
With the greatsword.
Yes. But you have disadvantage. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I still have disadvantage because the light from. Let me actually see. 5.
We're way too
10,
far away.
15, 20, 25, 30. Nah, you're still. It's still very dim where you're standing.
So I have to roll twice?
Yes. Take the worst one.
Alright, 17 first.
That hits. Oh yeah, need to. Well, yeah, roll again.
And 18.
Okay, yeah, now it hits. Also, now you see why light is an important spell in Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, greatsword is...
Also,
2d6.
if you go into a cave, it's sometimes wise to bring torches.
Yeah, guys.
we probably have some in our inventories,
Yeah, I
right?
actually guess it too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 2d6 plus 3.
Mhm.
It's 11... 14.
Okay, so you just slice up the.
Yep.
He's already like hit by your ice spike, so it's just you're giving him the mercy of and one goblin dies, and then
And then the second wind,
yes, do it.
it's a 1d10.
I think it's 1d10 plus your fighter level, right?
1d10 plus 2.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I rolled a 10, plus 2 is 12.
That's your hit points that you are regaining.
Yeah.
So you see, after slicing one goblin, Alaris is like, and while she is like in this not rage, but in this kind of like similar state, you see how she's refocusing herself, and yeah. And then the last goblin is there. He looks at all his dying brethren, like Nemea did the superhero pose, like Alaris just sliced him up, and now he's like focusing before him, and he's not sure what to do, so he's trying to run for the exit. And Alaris, you get an attack of opportunity if you want to.
Yes.
Okay, do it. With disadvantage though.
Okay. Oh my god. 2.
Well, it doesn't hit. So the goblin's trying. It's
Come
dashing
on.
for the exit. Like 5, 10, 14. Okay. Then we have Silarios and Nemaya.
Do you want to go first this round?
Yeah, sure. I guess I shoot it.
Okay. So you drop your swords. You reach for the
Yep.
bow real quick and just.
And I... Excuse me. Get a 16.
Cricket, the stream crashed again.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's wrong today. I have really no idea.
Frames are still dropping.
I have no idea
Is
what
it-
to do now. I'm actually going. I'm closing the Twitch window here. because then I have more bandwidth.
Yeah.
And now we can try again. Maybe this helps. Okay. I mean, bandwidth-wise, this is amazing. Like, I stream with 5 people on a call. Plus, in addition, I have upload and download at the same time. So, okay.
Is it starting?
Yes, it should. It says starting right now. It says cannot access specific channel. Please log out
That's
and back
weird.
into refresh your credentials. Wow.
I think just click it again.
There you go.
I have no idea what's happening today. That's why we have the recording. I'm not sure what to change though. What's happening now? Again, streaming error. Couldn't access specific channel or stream key. Should I get a new stream key or what? Can't be.
Maybe it's just like hasn't registered yet that you stopped streaming and thinks you're already streaming.
Well, anyway, what did you do damage-wise?
Only a 4.
Which one was that? So, you hit in the back and it dies as well. So, with that, you exit combat. What are you going to do?
Get out of the mud.
Okay, sure.
I like quickly get into my bag, grab a torch, light it, and pass it to Alaris.
Thank you.
When is there like anyone watching me right now? Oh yeah, I just moved apparently.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to like clean up here.
Okay.
So you're now in the cave.
Yeah. So I would see if nobody's watching me,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like So the way I imagine it, my dagger was still on the back of the ogre's neck
Mhm.
as it was falling down, and I'm sitting on top of him now, and I'm just like getting closer to the hilt of the dagger, basically putting my forward very close to the hilt of the dagger, and then start whispering things to myself.
Okay.
Standard sin things.
While you do that, Nehemiah really has now got a sense of how goblins behave. She saw them fleeing, she saw them attacking, she saw them grouping up, and with that knowledge, she's kind of like rethinking of herself, like on how to categorize it. And with that, Nehemiah also is able to access the next level of her journey.
Sweet.
Okay,
I don't know what that means.
it's you now level 3, and
Yeah. Well,
comes
ooh,
with perks.
ranger archetype.
Yeah.
Mm,
That also means like Sin and Nehemiah, you can roll, hit points and add them to your hit points.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing
I'm gonna-
anyway? Now that you're
I'm
in the
gonna-
cave, you have torches. You are covered in mud if you're Silarios.
not much longer because I
Oh.
cast prestidigitation and I clean my robe.
Perfect. Good. You're now clean.
And I asked Namaya, why the hell did we actually run in here in the first place?
My idea before you started going in guns blazing was actually to just leg it past them. But hey, we're awesome, so we dealt with the problem anyway.
I couldn't see, so I had to follow you.
That was the plan. But, you didn't. You ran off and cast your ice breath. You know what? It doesn't matter. We're here. We know which direction we have to go in to get to the smoke. We think that's where the villagers are. Everyone's still alive. Sin is doing
Very
sin
happy.
things.
Very happy, right?
Yeah, and Silarios gave us all some good entertainment, which is, thank you, Silarios.
I bow extremely deep. Comically deep bow.
Yeah. So while you guys are talking, I like as if I wake up from a dream, I'm like finding myself on top of this ogre, and look at my hands and touch my face and feel all the blood and guts, and I hope that no one saw what I just did, and pull out the dagger out of the ogre and see if he's got anything valuable with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna, while I'm cleaning my robe a bit more, I'm gonna tell everyone if they know. Do you all know about the legendary story of this Sir Leroy? Because this reminds me an awful lot of that one legend, Mr. Jenkins. I think the bards will tell stories about us, how we charged into this cave, and Sin, I think you did a beautiful job of scalping that ogre, really. And Elorin, no problem, I forgive you. I obviously let you have the first attack, but I think we're.
I swear, I was just protecting you. It was for your own good. I had to push you out of the way
how it
there.
is.
While you're rummaging through the dirt, like the ogre doesn't have anything on him, but the goblins have a playing card set of dragon.
Dips.
Yeah. Okay.
Worthless.
And other than that, like just rusty weapons.
Excuse me, Sin. Entertainment is the most valuable thing we have on this planet. What is it? What is there to live for without entertainment?
So Silarios, you can add like a free dragon and card play set to your inventory.
I have one.
Well, now I have two.
I want
I
to.
have a question. How many hit points did I have? Do you remember? Because the way this website changes them when you do an auto level up is really weird.
Wait, give me a second. So you rolled. You have. If you click on manage HP, you see you have rolled 16 HP, and you just add your new rolled HP to that.
Did I really? Okay, that seems high.
No, it's not, because like the first one is maxed out. The first roll.
Did I really roll a 6? Am I capable of rolling that high on a d10?
Probably. Okay. So you're standing in a cave. What are you going to do?
Did anyone see any villagers running around, or
Well, no,
did we
but
just end all these poor creatures' lives for nothing?
I imagine they're further in. So
Can
let's
we see
just.
any footprints, maybe?
Actually, that's a good point. Like, do we see any villager footprints? Because they were leading into the cave, weren't
Yeah,
they?
I think like, but at this point you see like a ton of like dregs. So you really would need to be a master skilled tracker to find out like where, how, etc. So if you want to make survival, I think is it survival or nature? I'm not sure. Let me quickly check. But I think like it's one of them. You can roll d20 at least already. I'll check in a second.
Would it be a survival check?
It's survival.
Humanoid.
You go survival with advantage.
For humanoids, right? We're on the right track there. It's a favored thing.
Yes.
Okay. First one is a 21, second one is a 24.
Wow, that's pretty good. So
The second one is a natural 20, I
Nice.
should say.
so do you have a torch as well? Oh, no, you have the eyes.
No, I gave the torch to
You have
Alaris
dark
and I
vision.
took my eyes.
So while everyone is currently after how I say it, regenerating from the fight and like sitting down quickly, Lara's got the torch. Nema is looking at the ground and she's looking just going a bit like more inside the cave and goes to the other side, and after that you're kind of sure that they have been passing there multiple times, like they have been all over this place. But at some point you see that there is kind of like an intensified trail where more footprints went in unison, kind of like deeper inside the caves. So
Yeah, okay. At that point, I immediately call out to the others. Okay, everyone, I found the most likely direction of travel. I think they're this way.
okay.
And if you can't see me, then just follow the sound of my voice. Ois, ois, ois.
Well, Lauren is still glowing.
Yes.
That's true.
So if you're like 20 to 25 feet away from us, we can definitely still see you.
Exactly. And yeah. I'll just keep close to Nemea. And then everyone can see well, right?
Yes. Okay, so you're moving deep inside the caves. So as you move upwards, you see that there is also an entrance. It's like another... Help me out with the English word here.
Passage.
Yeah, passage. There's another passage in the caves to the right, but it's not where the tracks lead. There are only a few tracks leading in there. So you move more forwards and you see a little pool of water there. And you move up to the side, and what you see here as you're passing... Who's going first, by the way?
Oh, definitely Nemaya.
Okay. So Nemaya, as you're going up there and you're passing this corner, you see this alcove, so to say, with like different ledges, and in the middle there's a big hole, and what you see is a lot of people sitting on the ledges left and right, and they're kind of they're ducking to the side, and there's a dwarf sitting over here, and as he sees you coming in, he's immediately like, whoosh, whoosh.
I put my hands up, say, "Are you the villagers of Nightstone?"
How loud are you saying that?
Shouting it.
Perfect.
I'm also gonna cast the light spell on myself, and so it goes out on Lauren.
Okay,
I'm
but
keeping
you're
in the
not
shadows.
What?
You're now bathed in light yourself.
Yes.
Okay, good. As you shout into the cave, you hear a loud... I'm not sure what it is, rumbling. Like it's coming from below, and it goes louder and louder and louder. Are we gonna do something?
Tell everyone to get out.
Okay,
I'm gonna shout, what is this?
and with that,
What have you done?
the whole the cave turns black immediately, and there's a lot of flying in the air. It's like 10,000s of bats emerge from the dark, and they are all over the place. You see the villagers just like duck to the sides and trying to get down, while the bats just pour out of the dark cave below. Outside, pass by you, and all of you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
I was going to ask whether there was some kind of check to make it look like that scene from Batman Begins with the bat cave.
That's exactly how it is.
17.
Dex saving throw.
Dex
did you
saving
say?
throw.
Ooh, how do you do that?
So you look at your saving throws on the middle left. There's and there's a modifier for you. For example, it's +5, and you just roll the 20 at the modifier. And
I've got a 10.
Sorry, I hear really bad right now. It's kind of cracking.
D20
You're
+5.
Oh, okay.
Everyone
I got a
rolls
10.
below 12.
Below 10, you mean?
No, below 12.
That's
Okay,
what
I got 25.
That's good.
17.
18.
So everyone who got higher than 12 sees the bats coming and just ducks out of the way, ducks to the side, ducks to the ground. And Sin is still a bit hazy from below, from before. He's just looking the other direction. As he turns around, seeing Silarios like saying something, the bats just engulf you as you getting sliced and hit left and right. While the bats go past you. And you take 5 points of damage.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I hate these things. When will you ever stop getting us into trouble?
The bat is like the cave is still filled with bats. And you have one action to do something.
Okay, then I start. I take it we are visible enough now for people inside the cavern to see us, so I start beckoning them to move
Currently,
into
no
the
one
main
sees anything.
part.
It's you. Your face is filled with bats,
Okay.
more or less.
Well, then I'll wait. Just up against the wall.
Okay, you. Mhm.
I shout with a deep voice, "Stay where you are."
Okay. Any other smart moves?
I want to stay in the dark, but I think at this point now that all the bats have like
dark.
made me squirm. Most people in the cave know I'm there. But
Can I cast my mage hand to shoo away the bats?
Yeah, you can. Sure. You can also just shoot with the bats, but yeah.
shoo or shoot away.
So at the moment
Yeah.
you cast your mage hand, it immediately disappears again as the bat hits it. Any other actions?
I hope that's a cantrip you're casting,
Yes.
Ryan. Good.
It is.
Okay.
Guess I just stuck.
So everyone who is ducked to the side before gets now, or is kind of safe. Sin needs to do another dexterity saving throw, and
Yeah.
Silarios needs to do a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage now.
Oh, come on, now it's an 8. Surely the bats are like worse than last time, right?
Wait, the bats actually fly towards the light?
Yeah, at least. Well, you don't know what they're flying towards, do?
I thought they would be scared of me.
Well, you know, when the DM says any more smart moves, you've already fucked up.
13.
Like after rolling twice.
Oh no, wait. 9.
Okay, perfect.
9.
9.
Damn!
So it's 2 points of damage for Sin,
Oh no.
and it's 4 points of damage for Silarius as the bats just engulf you and circle around you.
Oh
and...
shit.
Then I cast shield.
Okay, that works. So you cast shield. You see, like, who's ever standing next to Silarius sees as
Sorry, you cut out.
who's ever next to Silarius sees
Okay.
as some invisible, like some shimmering barrier appears between him and around him, where the bats are, and the bats just can't get through as they like. But he also needs to do a charisma saving throw.
What could possibly go wrong?
11.
That's good. What could possibly go wrong?
Is it good enough?
Let's see.
I love sorcerers so much.
So, where do we have this amazing table I like to consult all the time? Okay. Okay. So, as you hold your shield out, there's a constant flow of energy just like moving out of you, and there's coming more and more, and you see like there's a big chunk like kind of like sticking in like inside you, and you don't want to have it go out, so you're holding it back, but the magic intensifies at this point behind your hand where you kind of like try to hold it back, and it intensifies more and more and more, and then fire fills the cave, and everyone in like your direction just takes 9 points of damage as the cave more or less explodes, and the bats just falling down from the ceiling left and right. So there's like Silarius managed to kill like most of the bats in the vicinity. The other bats just scurry off into the distance as the
Fine.
cave empties itself, but everyone, as I said, like everyone, all of you take 9 points of
I also take 9 points of damage.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, I have no chance of dodging that. After.
That's actually a good. Yeah, it's actually a good call. You can do another. Everyone can do a dexterity saving throw. Sorry,
Another what?
a dexterity saving throw again, but a normal.
Everyone.
Everyone. except
Because
you.
if I don't dodge this, I die.
Well,
I rolled a 14.
14 for me too.
okay. Let's quickly check what his spell DC is.
Alright, this one should be better. 21. Finally.
Everyone who has like 14 or
Roasted by
higher.
Silarius.
Okay, I did 14.
We're okay.
No, you take half the damage.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Yeah, that's
so
how
half
D&D
of
works.
9 is 5 or 4.
Sorry.
half of 9. Are we going rounding up or down?
I think it's always
You
one
take
up.
5. Yeah, you
5.
take 5 points of damage.
Just like in Gwent.
Okay. What, 5 instead of the 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I cast a shield to save me from 5 damage, which leads to me taking 9 damage.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
You overload.
Don't mess with magic, everyone. It's that simple. The witch hunters had it right all along.
Well, I cleared the cave.
Silarios, I wanted to say something very nasty about these bats, but now I have a new target.
Hey, I cleared the bats. Be happy. You can see again. I'm still glowing, by the way.
I got night vision. I can see without you. You're
Well, not
actually
if the-
blinding me.
Bats fill the room.
Okay. Anyway, I turn my attention, I ignore them bickering and turn my attention back to the
Did they
cabin.
survive? The
And
fire
hope
damage?
that the villagers are still standing.
No, they've still ducked down in the alcove, so they were not target of the spell.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Then I hop down and go to find them to explain the...
That dwarf is coming straight up to you. Let me actually
Yeah.
get
I also want to be in the conversation and on the forefront.
Okay. So, there we have. He's approaching the Maya. Oh god, no. I need to excuse my dialects right away. Aye. Finally! I thought the Lady of Nightstone wouldn't send, rescuers at all. Took you long enough.
We got some good news and some bad news.
Yeah, about that. We're sorry to have to report that the Lady of Nightstone passed away in the assault.
What?
Yeah.
You see the villagers who also listen into the conversation, some of them and
Yeah.
one starts crying, and there's a halfling family, a mother and 4 halfling kids, and the kids are like, your lady's dead. And I was like, oh, come here.
We got to Nightstone and she'd already passed away. However, the town is now safe to return to.
Oh, that's good.
That's the good news.
And we cleared the cave out.
And
of
the cave has
trolls,
been cleared as well.
ogres,
perfect.
goblins, and bats.
There was never a troll. Yeah.
Is Daphne with
Sorry.
you?
Sorry.
Maybe,
Is Daphne with you?
Daphne.
Yeah, you just said
Who's that?
you said you cleared the cave.
Who's
What's a
Daphne?
Daphne?
Daphne is the lady in waiting of the Lady Velrosa. She's the goblins took her I don't know, half an hour ago.
Oh,
She must still be in the cave. Unless the ogre eat her.
we didn't see. I mean, while I was looking around for tracks, I didn't see anyone. Right?
Well, there were so many traps. You focused on the big,
Okay.
train of tracks going there, but there are more
Okay.
tracks in all directions.
Well, I say this then. Well, we didn't come across anyone on our way through the cave, but we're going back in that direction, so we can double back and have a look.
Oh, we can't leave without her.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bit caught up in the whole situation. I'm Morak. I'm the innkeeper of the village.
We like you in.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it has been a tremendous place until the big stones came crashing down.
Surely this Daphne would be most thankful if we helped her and brought her back to the city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We're all very thankful, but we need to get the villagers out here, and we need to look for Daphne. She's probably the inheritant of Nightstone.
That
How
would
about
make her
we-
quite wealthy, wouldn't
How
it?
about we split up?
Let's not do that. The
Well,
road.
Oops.
You're free to wait in the cave or here, or make your way back to the town if you'd like to do so already while we look for Daphne.
Oh, but the forest is dangerous. We at least we at least need to get our weapons back.
Are they here?
Well, the goblins took it from us.
Okay, well then they'll be in the main cave.
Okay.
We need to explore a bit more.
Let's go. Let's go, people.
Get the dig.
Come on.
One. Yeah.
Follow me.
I'm limping after them because I'm like almost burned to a crisp and like got
Same.
scraps all over me.
Scrapes.
Grapes, yeah. But also scraps of them, you know, when they were burned. So. Sort of pieces of wings, I guess.
As you move out, you see an older lady looking at Silarios. Dear son, dear son, have you found Sauron? Is he with you?
Who?
Sauron. He's human as we are. Brown tanned, around like 22 years old.
Was he in the village?
No, the goblins pulled him out here 1 day ago. Have you found him? Because the goblin always came into our prison, and like they took people away like once or twice per day, but they never came back.
Oh my goodness, that's
We should
terrifying.
probably cut open the ogre.
Yeah, I don't think so. To be honest, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I don't think they survived, but we will check. We will look at every corner of this cave until we find them.
I thought so, but still, yeah. If you find his body or his remains, like, please tell me.
Of course.
He's moving on. Okay, so the whole troop of villagers is now moving into the main cave, and they're kind of grouping up where you fought with the goblins down here.
So if does the I ask, was it Morak?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or Morag? Was it a G or a K at the end of
Morak. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I asked Morak if we can get them to a point, like we look at, I point to the ledges and say the goblins were up here. That may be where they're storing your weapons.
There are no weapons here. Well, you also don't see any weapons here. Like, there's nothing.
I guess we have to do a sweep of the cave.
Yep.
Did we get any? Did I hear that conversation between the old woman and?
Sure. Like, it was all
Yeah.
near vicinity.
Yeah. I'm going over to the ogre and I want to cut open his belly to see if I see any human remains in there.
It's very gruesome though. So he's lying on his back. So is someone helping you with like turning him on the other side?
Alaris, come here.
Yeah, I'll come help.
Okay. So you move him onto the other side and you slice open his belly. And I mean, there's definitely like, well, the remains of meat there. I don't know, like, do you know like how remains like of people look in ogre's belly?
Don't ogres just like eat someone whole? Like I'd expect a human skull or something. Like
No.
I don't know. No, maybe that's a bit exaggerated, but I'm not expert on this either. I just
that's what you see then. Like he's definitely has a full belly.
He ate well.
You're not going to eat out of his stomach or anything like that, are you?
What are you thinking of me?
You tell us eventually. Anyway, I guess Silarios, do you want to, light yourself on fire again so that we can search this cave? Or you're okay with the normal glow this time?
I mean, I think we can see far enough with this. Let's get going, right?
Let's waste no time.
So you anything you want to prepare now, or you would just like head?
I tell Morak that we're gonna do another sweep of the cave. If he can keep an eye on the villagers near the exit, or like on the outside.
No, we're not going outside. Like the forest belongs to the elves. We're staying inside here, being sure that there's nothing else. If there's like movement inside, we run.
Okay.
To who does the forest belong?
The
didn't quite catch
forest. It's like well, the elves, the adult elves, they claimed the forest. It's theirs.
Okay.
Morok, what exactly happened? How did they capture you? Was it in the city, or was it when you were fleeing from the giants?
That's a bit embarrassing. Well, this cave's always has been our safe spot, but so we didn't think there is probably too many occupants. But when we came in here, they have already been there. They have like this Goblin king who like occupied the caves, and he rounded us up very quickly. It's like simply too many.
Good thing we're here now.
And,
A goblin king.
yeah, well, he was a bit bigger than the others, and he had like this makeshift crown. So like we called him Goblin King.
Besides the ogres, any other monstrosity here that we should be aware of?
Well, not that I know.
Okay. It shouldn't take us too long to do a sweep.
How big can these caverns possibly be?
Well, let's just focus on the main one first, and then we know that there is a pathway, passage over there. But let's take it one step at a time and don't split up.
Okay.
All right.
I trust Morak to keep an eye on the villagers.
Okay.
And not get killed.
You going left or right?
No.
Left.
Left, yes.
So as you move past the mud pool, you see there's a little entrance on the side here as well. There are definitely footsteps going in there. If we want to do another survival check, I can tell you if it's like humans, goblins, ogres.
Just Nemea, or
If everyone can do a survival check, but Nemaya gets advantage on them.
Okay, good. I rolled so badly on the first one. I rolled a 21 on the second one though.
Okay. So as you look down, there's like mostly goblin tracks leading into this and out.
yeah, I have an 18, but I guess I'll see the
9.
same.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I think we just want to go.
I mean, the goblins took the weapons. This is where there are mostly goblin tracks. It's probably worth taking a look.
Yeah, we want to explore every inch of this cave, anyways.
Going in.
Yeah.
This time, just for once, let us not cause any unnecessary.
There was a miscommunication
comment.
last time. I take that on my shoulders. That was my fault. Let's not jump straight into a fight. I agree with Sin entirely.
I think he was talking
I-
about the pets.
I feel like I still have 30-degree burns on my body, but I'd be willing to sneak in and see what's ahead of us,
Okay.
if you let me.
Please do your thing.
I'm fine with
You
that.
know, don't lick their blood from their necks or whatever it is that you do.
What are you talking about? I'd never do such a thing.
Well then, hush hush.
I'm no cannibal.
I mean, they're goblins, so...
23.
Good. So you're sneaking inside of the caves, and what you see is, as you pass by the first corners, there are lots of goblins in there, but they look elderly, young, weak, and no one sees you right now. But there's actually a goblin kid playing here with some stones over here, and
Sorry, I think you cut out.
Sorry, like there's like a goblin thing goblin kid playing with a stone over here. There are elderly goblins in there, young goblins.
Any weapons? Any missing person? Okay. Well, is there anyone who's so the way the game works? If I was gonna get a sneak kill on one of them, would that initiate combat if I'm successful, or does?
If you kill the other one, like if you kill your target and no one
in
spots
one hit?
you,
Yeah.
then not. If someone spots you, then yes.
Oh,
There are a lot of them though, so
yeah. No. I'm looking at all these innocent goblins, and I move my hand towards my blade, and I look for the child, and then I turn around and I leave.
Okay.
But it was like I'm slightly shaking as I leave, and I say, "There's nothing for us here, just a bunch of old goblins and then children. Seems like this is where they send those that can't fight. But no weapons, no one that was missing. We should move elsewhere."
Agreed.
So there's another side tunnel here.
Does anyone else want to sneak?
I ain't good at sneaking.
I mean, I don't want to come across as cocky, but I'm probably the best at it here.
All right, then give me a try.
No, everyone but this one. This one
Hey,
always
hey.
causes trouble.
Sin. Who attacked the ogre first? Was it you or was it me?
That was
I
different.
tapped Silarios on the
I
back.
took care of the ogre.
I turn off the light and I start walking.
No!
Stealth.
Okay,
walk.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to split up with the group, but I'm like just taking a few steps back here, and like I'm hiding behind a rock.
Okay.
I think, like, yeah, Nemaya also kind of shifts out of the way of the passage just in case, like to a back wall, and encourages Ellerin and Alaris to do the same just in case.
I already see some type of explosion coming out of the mouth of that cave. I want to position myself in a way where I don't like have any more hair from my head being burned off.
Good. Ellerin, what are you doing?
I'm following Nemea.
Okay.
Trying to.
Stealth check, Silarios, please. You have, by the way, one more Tide of Chaos.
I'm gonna. It's too late now, isn't it?
Well, if you want, you can use it now, because I also told you too late.
Please, thank you.
No?
So I rolled a 3 and I rolled a 4.
Good.
No, fucking
Together with my plus. Okay, I get a 9. I had 9.
9.
9 stealth.
Oh, 9.
So, you're moving down there, and there's nothing really. You see a small stream of a river, and you see on the side here, you see ledges which are kind of going above. No, actually, no, my bad. There's nothing here. No, it's true. Never mind. Like, sorry, it's there. Like, next to the water, there are some like ledges which you theoretically could climb upwards, and on the river there is like a goblin, and he looks very. Oh, do you actually don't have dark vision, right? You don't see.
No,
that
I don't.
much. Well, okay. So while you kind of like half blindly moving through the caves, like touching through left and right, and you hear some in front of you. And you hear, who's there? I can see you. Wait. Are there more of you?
No,
It's only you?
it's only me.
Well, that's tough luck then. I thought you could help me out here, but oh well. Guess I just have to kill you then.
And what if I told you there are more of me?
Wait. Are there more or not?
Well, it kind of depends.
Can we hear any part of this conversation going on?
I'm not sure. No, actually not. I don't think so.
Okay.
They're not shouting.
It kind of depends.
What? Should
Well-
I kill you now or not?
To be honest, I wouldn't really like that.
Doesn't matter what you like. Are you now more
well-
people or are you alone? You don't look like the villagers.
You don't look like anything. Isn't this really unfair that I can't see you, but you can see me?
It's not my
Would you like
problem, is it?
Well, it is mine, and so. I mean, all right. Let's do it like that. I take out a what's it called? A torch.
Wait,
And
wait,
I
what
light
are you
it.
doing? What are you doing? Lay that down.
Well, I want to even the odds.
No, lay that down,
Or what?
or I'll stab you.
This wouldn't turn out well for you, my friend.
Why?
Because they don't call me the Goblin Slayer for nothing.
Make a deception check.
Deception? 10. My rolls are hideous. I've got... Okay, just
They
real quick.
really are.
It's 6, a 6, a 3, a 4, and a 5. D20s.
I know the feeling.
You don't look like a goblin slayer.
Well, that's why I slay the goblins, because they don't run away from me, but actually run into me.
I don't. I think I should just eat you now.
Yeah, that wouldn't go too well for you. But, I mean, if I won't stop you, then shoot your shot, and I at least want to see who tries to kill me, and then I'll light the torch.
And he's. What, you light the torch?
Yeah, I light
How
the
do you
torch.
do? Like, you pull out you have some fire sticks, or?
Yeah, I've got a you know what? I'm just gonna cast a Wait, where is it? There it is. I'm just gonna cast the prestidigitation to light it up.
Okay. As he runs towards you, he was nearly ready to strike you, but as soon as the torch just flares up, he's like, it's the magic!
Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, I can do magic.
You can do magic?
Maybe we can find a deal. Maybe I can help you with some magic.
How much magic can you do?
Oh, tons of magic. Tons of magic. Do you know the large troll that was in the big old cave behind us?
Oh, yeah, know him.
Yeah, he's sleeping now.
What? Has he eaten too much?
I don't think he intended to sleep, but when we encountered each other, he didn't have a choice.
Well, why are you saying?
Well, I put him to sleep, goddammit.
You with magic?
Yes, of course, with magic.
Wow.
With my hands or what?
It's impressive. Can you do that again?
Oh, you want to sleep?
No.
Sure, I can.
Oh, that's like, that there's. Wait, actually, let me as a GM look up how the name is. It's on the 9, and 9 means there. Do you know Hark?
Hark?
Yeah, it's my boss.
Not yet, no.
You don't wanna have him be my boss anymore. He's mean.
Huh. Maybe we can help each other out.
Yes. Can you put him to sleep and I murder him?
Yeah, and you take the crown?
Yes.
Huh. This sounds like a plan. Okay. What I would need from you is a detailed description of this cave.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
I can
easy.
then.
You just go up. Wait. Look. Can you point your light? Yeah, there we go. Look, you could just go north from here. You know, you just continue north, and you're right at his chamber. Chamber is probably the wrong word, but at his cave spot. He and his bodyguards, though.
How many bodyguards?
Oh, he's 2 ladies.
2 ladies.
I want him, but don't kill them.
Okay. Are they strong fighters?
Yes, I need them.
And that's it? Only the boss and the 2 fighters?
Oh, he also has some rats, but they're rats.
So small goblins.
No, they're big rats.
Oh, like. Okay, so they might cause a problem, huh?
Well, not for you. You're a
Not
powerful
for me,
magician.
obviously not for me. I mean, that was probably what caused you not to kill him yourself, right?
Well, also the bodyguards.
Yeah, makes sense. So it's the 2 rats, the 2 bodyguards, and
No, there are many rats.
oh, many rats. How many rats?
Oh,
Roughly?
I don't know. 4? 6? I don't know.
Okay. And they are how
Many.
big?
Well,
rat size or like
This?
goblin size? Okay. Okay, so like dog size.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And one last question. What were you doing in this room? Like, I can see some water flowing down from there. Is that
That's my
like
water.
Is that like a secret water spot you've got there?
It's not secret. But
Okay,
I
because
like to be here.
makes sense.
I was just see
Because
a little
there's-
fireplace like next to it, which is not marked on the. And the fire goes straight up to the exit on the top where the ledges are. So if you fold the smoke upwards, you could just climb upwards there. And
So you could get out of the cave right
Yeah.
here, I would assume. Okay. So if you want to be the Goblin King,
yes.
I would need a few things from you.
What do you need?
Some more information so I can make this work for you. And that's mostly it. Just information. That's really easy,
I can
right?
do that.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so I know that there are like a few humans in this cave as well.
Oh yeah, the prisoners. Sure.
Yeah, the prisoners. How many have you? 8 of those.
Many.
Many. Okay. And did they bring any weapons? Because I might actually need to use one.
Oh, the weapons. Yeah, they're in Hark's chamber.
Oh, in the chamber. Okay.
Yeah, Hark
okay.
likes
So maybe we can share those afterwards, like 50-50.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So this is perfect. Well then, there's one more thing I would need, and that is a stone from the main hall. Maybe you can give me that, and then I would channel it. I would take you. Have you ever seen a stone move on its own?
No.
Of course not, because it's asleep. Which is why I need a stone from the main hall and channel that energy of sleeping onto your Goblin King, and then you can kill it.
Okay. He's going straight upward to the main chamber where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I'll follow him.
Okay, so you follow him right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what everyone sees is a goblin come out of the cave and Silarios right behind him.
What is he doing now?
I'm pulling my short bow.
Yeah, me too.
And then I, when he's outside, like in the main hall, I say, "Do your thing, Sin." While I have the torch above the head of the goblin, basically.
I shoot. With prize value, I guess.
And the goblin?
I mean, so I wasn't actually necessarily going to do this, but if you order me to, or like ask me to, I should say.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll shoot at him.
Good. Roll.
Would be a shame if I had Silarios instead.
You have advantage on the roll.
9. Oh wait, plus 6, so 15.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage with 2d6 plus double critical hit thing.
Oh god. Okay. I mean, isn't this thing just... So that's... Oh, that's actually first d6 is a 1. Oh, no, fell off.
Rogues,
That's
am I
so
right?
that's 3 plus 4 is 7 times 2 is 14.
Okay, so how do you want to do it?
I shoot him in the head.
Okay.
Shoot the head off, yeah.
The goblin just drops down dead.
What a shot, Sin. What a shot. Beautiful, beautiful.
It would have gone quite a long time just to have Sin do your murdering for you.
Did this goblin really look like it's a chance against me? Anyways,
Why
before
on
you
earth
answer the
was it
question,
following you?
I got some information out of him. So, some really useful information after all. What I found out from my Mr. Oh, I actually didn't ask him for his name. This is really sad. Anyways, what he told me is that, okay, so imagine this. You walk into the small path that I took, and then there's a small room which actually leads outside of the cave. So this is our escape route, if we want to take it. Then to the right, when you go into the right, there's the chamber of the so-called Goblin King. And this little goblin right here, this dead one, he's really dead at this point. He actually wanted to be the Goblin King himself. So I tricked him, and I told him, you know what, if you tell me, I will help you become the Goblin King, if you can give me information. Which is why I know that there is one elder goblin, the Goblin King, with 2 bodyguards and roughly 4 dog-sized rats in that next room. So this is our target, and that's also where the weapons are from the villagers. So let's make a plan how we do this.
Well, why did you make me kill him? We could have used him to trick the king.
In the awkward silence, Nemaya kind of
Typical
does go,
Silarios thinking.
and then looks at Silarios.
Sin, did you really not enjoy this target practice?
I never enjoy killing.
Well, that looked different when you jumped on that ogre's back.
That's different.
Okay, well...
Is this really what we're debating about right now after I got this information?
Thank you.
So you were saying 2 dog-sized rats. is
4
what you
dog-sized
asked.
rats, 2 fighters, bodyguards, and 1 goblin king.
Okay, I'd say we just see what money we can take from the villages, and then we get the hell out of here. That's too much for us. I'm not gonna put my life at risk here.
Well, the
I've got
villagers did
birds
want...
all over. I've got bat scratches all over my body, and only. I mean, fool me once. No, how does it work? Anyway, only part of this is my fault, I feel like, and I throw some shaming looks at certain other people in this case.
Wait, what?
Okay, fine. We can explain to the villagers that the weapons are too well guarded. What about the people who are missing?
Did you ask
Can
them?
we give up on them too?
Yeah. So this little guy told me that they actually ate a lot of those, and they held them hostage basically as their food chamber. So I don't think we'll find any other survivors.
Oh, pleasant. Well, they are goblins, so this isn't awfully surprising, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if we do find a way to trick them, maybe we can take them on after all. But I would highly regret letting finding an end to my life here in the godforsaken cave.
Maybe when we're on a more level playing field, then.
Just one more question. Who actually gave me this bad feeling about this killing we just did? Who questioned me? Was it you, Sin?
Why do you all have to be so murderous all the time?
Well, let me get this straight. I said do your thing, and you shot his head off. I guess murdering is your thing.
I'm
then.
going over to the goblin and I'm like pulling him up by his head and I'm like, look, head is still attached. Yeah,
I actually feel bad now. Maybe we could have set up like a goblin king that actually helps the humans. Maybe trades with them.
That's wishful thinking.
All the possibilities we just vanished.
You know what? Next time, think about that when you disappear for 15 minutes to get information out of the goblin. I'm going to go back and tell the villagers their weapons are too well guarded and their people are probably dead.
So,
No, wait. We can't just let these poor villagers just rot here.
No, we'll take them back to the village, of course.
No, I mean the ones that are still captured. If I got this, if I understood this correctly, there's still some alive?
No. I don't think there's any survivors. They're probably all dead by now. I mean, they only took them out to eat them, so they wouldn't have kept anything, like any villages, alive outside of that prison.
How do we know for sure? What if they keep them here?
Well, Mr. Headless didn't tell me, so I don't think so.
Maybe we'll find another one. If you're so good with talking.
I'm pretty good with talking, that's true. Okay, so why don't we just bring the villagers back to the town, rest, and then actually go back here with full strength?
Or we should arm the villagers and send them against the goblins. And then
What happened to not enjoying murdering?
I mean...
Okay. Morak.
okay, so
We
we're going
have an
back to the
update.
villages.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me.
Okay. Your weapons, we know where they are, but they're too heavily guarded, and we need to rest up before
You look terrible.
come back to them. Yes, we do. And it sounds like your people who were taken from your bat cave were eaten.
Yeah, like I expected that much, to be honest.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
find
I thought he was
Daphne?
gonna be heartbroken.
Daphne? Did you find her?
We didn't find anybody.
Was she taken out? Was she taken out by the goblins, or did she walk out on her own?
No, it's always the goblins. But they took it like out, I think like 45 minutes or something ago. So I thought there is a chance.
Still, like cooking it in a cauldron.
Damn, this puts us in a bad spot.
Maybe we should take a long rest. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone here? Sorry, anyone here who knows the business with potions?
Well, yeah. Well, give me a second. Oh yeah, Taylor, the halfling mother with like the 40 kids is like, yeah. What can I do for you? They need an apothecary. Yeah. What do you need? How can I help you?
Have you ever seen anything like this? And from my bag, I produce a blue, steamy, bubbly potion.
Okay. Yeah. I think yeah. This is. And I know that. Like she opens it, she smells. Yeah, definitely. Like this. Like I've made one of those like in ages ago. It's wait. Where do we have it? You found it where? Help me out here.
That was a long time ago.
In
We
Nightstone.
took it from
In
we
Nightstone.
took it from
A
one
chest.
of the
Okay, you
what
can
is
add
it?
a potion of heroism to your inventory.
Potion of
Heroism.
what?
Heroism.
Heroism. Okay.
what the heroes need with a potion of heroism.
I just like I read it. For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour.
You can't.
Oh, what?
For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the Bless spell.
Oh, okay. That's advantage, right? On everything?
Give me a second. Bless says... whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw, the target can roll a d4 and add the number roll to the attack roll or the saving throw.
Is this what the apothecary tells me?
Yeah, in fancy words.
In non-mechanical
I assume so. Yeah. Well then, maybe this would replace my need for a rest. And if we have a chance of saving someone who's being taken against their will, then I'd be willing to take the risk.
Alaris, are you up for
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
up
do
for
it.
it. I'm feeling okay. I think we need to go find someone who might be in dire need of help. So
Okay.
check it out.
One comment. I think
Sparkle.
we should actually let Sin approach this next room first to scout it out, because I don't think there will be much need for my talking. So I think your night vision will be a bit more helpful here.
Okay.
And the stealth. Let's not forget that part.
Excuse me. I did quite well stealthing in there.
Finally,
You tell yourself that.
acknowledging-
No.
Well, did you hear me go in? I don't think so.
Finally, you start acknowledging my talents. It was about time. And I, take out the cork from the potion, and I gulp it in one go.
It's very, when I drink it, it feels very strange because it's like boiling, bubbling, and it's kind of like a sensation drinking it. And immediately after you drink it, you have this warm, fuzzy feeling that just flows all over your body, and you feel regenerated. You feel Like you can take on not the whole world, but you certainly have. It feels like a bit like adrenaline, just a bit more. I don't know.
You feel like you can take on around about 10 more hit points worth of the world.
Ah, guys, what are we still waiting for? Time to take on some goblins! And then we'll run forward to that direction.
Here we go!
Okay.
There he is!
So you're moving in here?
Is that the area where we assume the...
Yeah.
That's where Silarios went in.
And, oh, okay, so the king is actually behind that area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sure.
So who's following you? Are you... Or until where?
I'm gonna be
guess we
second
all
just to
are,
the first
yeah.
room, so I can guide them in and show them
So-
the exit.
You're all in that room now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Sin, you sneak up, make a stealth check.
After bonuses, a 20.
Okay, so you move up on the left side. You have dark vision, yeah, you have fling.
Yeah.
You see there's a little treasure room, like there's a treasure chest there. There are some shiny things like littered on the floor. It's not like a big treasure room, but it's at least something. And but there's a big boulder lying in front of it, but you can look over the boulder, and if you have like time, you probably could squeeze through and get there.
No, time for treasure. We have to save Daphne.
Okay, so you move up there, and so there we go. So this is like, as you move in here, you see a bigger room, and actually have something called more enemies. There we go. And what you see in there is, you see like a goblin standing there. You see one rat, 2 rats, 3 rats. Where are the rats? There are the rats. Rats. 5 rats.
Missy is very distressed by the appearance of the dog-sized rats.
There's like a bigger goblin there. And... Oops. And they are lying on the ground. Like the 2 ladies are lying with the big goblin there.
Oh,
And
I
you're not
see.
sure what they're doing. But you're also not sure if you want to know. Okay.
Do we see any Daphnes?
You're not sure. I mean, there's like another entrance down, like behind there. So, could be that she's in there. We can make a perception check. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
You've snuck up on your own here, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you were following. 7 plus 4 is... No, plus 6. 13.
That's good. You see that the rats are actually eating something, and could be humanoids, so maybe that's definitely there.
Oof.
Well, I'm so pumped up from my hero's potion. I mean, I do assume you were kind of following me, guys? Like,
I mean, not directly behind you because we thought you were scouting, but if we hear you go, ah, then we'll go, well, okay.
well, I mean, I'm still in hero mode, so I take off my short bow. I take it in my hands, and I shout, "Time to end this foul villainy!" And I go for the goblin leader.
Okay.
Namaya kind of just says, "What were we just saying?"
Roll with advantage.
Well, that was before I drank this heroic potion there.
It doesn't make you stupid.
No, it makes me very heroic.
Actually, what he didn't see was on the bottom. It has a label that says "Made
Side
by
effects.
Herga."
Herga sweat. Wait, this was 16. That's just a 14.
16 hits. Roll damage
Alright.
with sneak attack.
Oh.
And critical hit.
Ooh, 6 plus 4. So 10, and then plus 4 is 14, plus times 2 is 28.
Okay. let me quickly check
Just
some
rogue
Goblin
thing.
plus. How much?
28.
Okay, so they are lying on the ground, and he's currently I don't know. Is it? He does something with her head. You're not sure what. And as at the moment as he's looking up, it looks like he's heard something. He looks into your direction. The arrow is like just, and he just drops dead. And
That's the way to do it.
the two ladies are, and they are standing up. They're grabbing their weapons. They're now looking what's happening, and that's where we roll initiative. So the goblin boss is
I'm staying at the back of the group.
16.
16.
Wait.
10.
Okay, so we have 16 for Sin. We have 16 for Ryan. For Silarios.
No, I've got 12.
12. Who is
That's
this?
16
Oh,
for
yeah.
Nemea.
Okay.
Nanaya got the 16.
Sure.
I've got 10.
Lars is 10. And Elarin.
22.
22. Yeah, Mike is
Pork.
amazing.
Yay.
Okay, so it's Eller's turn. You see as he raises the bow, fires, you hear thump. Then you hear some rustling, and yeah, what do you want to do?
What did you say, Elleris or Ellerin?
Ellerin.
Which one?
Sorry.
Oh, me. Okay. Well,
Get out of my
How will I
way!
handled those goblins earlier. You guys better watch out because I'm about to go for it. I can't take all the credit for this.
You move to the rats
Just
to the
gonna
goblin bodyguards.
Go to the rats. Yeah, I wanna go for the rat. I look at it. I'm like, you're so ugly. I need to do something about this. And I think I want to go for the attack with my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, let's do that.
Ending the whole Rat
So-
Pack's career.
Yeah, that's right. Trying to at least. Okay, so that's d20 plus 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
16.
It hits, roll damage.
Yay. And that's d4 plus 3.
For Schwarz, it's actually d6 plus 3.
Okay. 9.
Okay. How
9.
much? 9. That
In
okay.
total.
So with the first Schwarz, where you hack the first rat into 2.
Sorry, it cut off for me.
Sorry, the first rat is cut into 2
Okay,
by your
anything.
short sword. You still have a bonus action if you want to. You can go into patient defense, or you could try another flurry of blows.
I want to try the flurry of blows.
Okay.
No animals were harmed in the making of this production.
Ha. Okay, flurry of
You
blows.
wish.
Okay, so
2.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And then hold on, d4?
Mm-hmm. You need to roll a second d20 then.
20s. Okay, yeah. Second one's 25.
Okay, so you can roll twice with 1d4 plus 3.
Okay. First one 5 and then 7.
Okay, so as you go straight into the red pack, the first one you just slice into half. The second one you punch with your right hand, and it just gets down to the side. It gets up and shakes, hisses at you, and while the rat hisses at you, you just use the arm with your short sword and just hit it with the whatever this is. Yeah, straight into the face, and it drops to the side unconscious as well. So you have definitely killed 2 rats here. And hit one very hard. It's now like there. Okay.
That's how you do it.
2 rats are dead. 1 turn. Nice. Sin and Nemaya. What do you want to do?
Sorry, that way. After you.
Okay. So this time I draw my rapier, and I don't draw my dagger, just my rapier. And in a very hero-like, like how these roguish heroes stand with their rapiers, like move forward to the rat, and I challenge it to combat.
Okay. You want to attack it?
Take me on, you scoundrel! And I start poking at it.
Okay.
20
Yeah.
after bonuses.
Roll damage.
Why am I so OP? Jesus.
Just
Yeah, you
rogue
should give
things.
some rolls to Silarios.
Or me.
I mean, my hit DC is +6. That is. So it's
Fighters, ADC units got an ADC, man.
4. 9.
9.
You challenge the combat, the red hisses at you, and before it can strike you, just FOP! And the red, which is already was hit by Elerin's punch, just like gets down into you, like it's just bloody and like lies on the floor dead.
Into the dust with you.
Nemaya.
I slip. I can't see if it's enough squares. I hope it is. I slip into that alcove on the left-hand side.
Here? Like down here?
Yeah. No. Forward and then into that like crevice.
Right?
On the left. On the left.
Here?
Yeah. Behind the other two.
Okay.
Further back.
Yes.
So that I can basically like using the focus and understanding of the goblin kind that I picked up earlier, casting Hunter's Mark on one of the bodyguards, and then trying to headshot it with the longbow.
Go for it.
And I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Roll
On
with
there.
advantage.
Uh, 17,
Okay, it hits. Roll damage.
which is 1d8 plus 2. Come on, roll better than last time. Nope, still a 4.
Okay. So, with the Hunter's Mark?
Yes.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's some shitty rolls right there.
That's a... No, sorry. I forgot. I meant yes as in I forgot
Oh,
to...
okay.
What is it? Another d6? I needed to remember what level 3 does for me. Another slot. Cool. D6 is a natural 1.
Good. So it's 5. So you look at it, you focus on it, you cast Hunter's Mark, you shoot, and the one who both grab the shield and the spear, and the one just gets the shield up right in time so that the arrow like deflects a bit. It just hits him in the it hits her in the shoulder, and she's like, but she's not dead yet.
Yeah.
So the next one is the ladies. Okay, so where are the ladies? There are my ladies. If I picked up shield and spear and they're moving onto you, they're moving on Sin, and she moves onto Elerin, and both try to attack. Second one hits, except you can block 18 ADC. And that's 8 points of damage for Elerin.
Oh.
Sorry, can you say that again?
8 points of damage to you as the goblin bodyguard slams the spear into your side.
No.
And then it's Silarios' turn.
I guess I move to the inner edge of this small thing. Yeah, exactly. And try to shoot one of the ladies with a crossbow.
Okay, so you pull out your crossbow. There's no light though, or who's lit? Is someone lit currently?
Sorry?
I think I still have my torch.
But okay, but you're behind, like, so
Yeah.
you would still have disadvantage because you shoot into the dim light.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, with disadvantage then.
Ripson.
11.
That does not hit.
Okay.
It just deflects from the shield, goes wide. Then the reds are there. The reds are trying to gang up on Elerin.
No.
They get advantage on roll because they're ganging up. Okay, that misses. That hits. That hits. No natural 20 there. Okay, so 2 hits. And the reds are biting at you.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
So that's 5 and 6 points of damage as the rats one into your food.
Well, I'm dead then.
And the one just gnaws on your arm. What everyone sees is as Ellerin is just as the rats just tackle on Ellerin, she falls down and the rats is just on her body and bury her under the weight.
Her or him?
Him.
Yeah,
Damn it. Okay, next one is Alaris.
Yes, finally my turn. I'm gonna rush
Paint
up
the walls red.
to the right of Sin,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to attack that goblin over there.
Good.
Yes, finally a natural 20 on the d20.
Roll damage. And double it.
It's the
Don't forget that you can re-roll every 1 and 2 on your damage.
yeah. So it's a 2d6.
Mhm.
Yes, 6 and 3 is 9 plus
It's 18.
no 9 plus 5 is
Oh, plus 5.
14.
Mhm.
So that's 28.
So you rush up to the goblin and with full force, you're not even stopping, you're just in the side, you while you run past it, you slice it up. She does not able to get the shield up, she's still like she just deflected the arrow and she's like slightly open and you just cut her up as you move past it next to the next goblin here. And one of the goblin bodyguards is dead. Okay, next round. It's Ellerin. Death saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Just 1d20.
just don't roll a 1.
Right. Okay. 9.
Okay.
9.
So that's
Sucks.
negative. So you
Oh,
one
wait,
step
that is-
closer to death.
Doesn't it also add the Constitution modifier?
There's no modifiers on there.
Death saving throws flat d20.
Yeah, they're just like no nonsense.
So Sin and
There.
Maya.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm gonna start cutting up rats, I guess.
With the bow?
I don't. Actually, like, I drop the bow, grab the short swords, and jump in.
Okay.
Wait, how does?
Attack and
Oh,
bonus
I've got.
action.
I'm just trying to check the hunter exactly how the mark works.
You can, as a bonus action, you can repurpose it. So if you want to,
Yeah.
then you,
Okay,
need,
so
you can attack once then. You can also attack, see if you hit, and then add a repurpose the mark. But then you can don't get the damage on it, so order is important here. How you want to do it?
Okay. I'll forget the hunter's mark. I will just attack with the short swords on the first rat. I rolled a crit fail, natural 1.
Oh, come on.
With the second?
Wait,
You have
is
two
that how
attacks.
that works? Yeah, okay. Are you serious? Another crit fail?
Amazing.
And what are you doing?
I have one more tool in the toolbox,
Okay.
okay? On level 3, I picked up Horde Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target and within range of your weapon. Does that count for the other rat?
Yeah, is it a bonus action or?
No, it just says you can make another attack.
Okay, yeah, then you
You
can
make
roll
an attack.
one more.
Yeah?
Okay. Heartbreaker. There we go. No action. Cool. So what's happening though is, since you're rolling so terribly on the ones, you miss the second one, and as you try to like hit the other one, you're not able to hit it because you hit the stone. You feel like your weapon didn't take it lightly, that you just hit bare stone with it. So you try to hit the other one with your right hand, but you're a bit out of balance and you just miss again, hit the stone again, and you said it did hit once this turn.
Yeah.
Sin.
All right, I turn to the rat that's still eating Ellerin, and I say, "Come forth, coward, and your doom confront!" And I attack it with my rapier.
Okay.
Uh, 11.
That doesn't hit. Wait, you hit red, right?
Yeah.
Giant red. Giant red. No, it doesn't hit, sorry. So
I love that intimidation.
you try to hit it, but it jumps out of the way and hisses at you again. Okay, then we have the lady. So, where's my lovely goblin lady? There she is. No, that's not her, that's her. She sees what Alris did to her friend and she flies into a rage and goes with her spear right at you. And she hits.
It's
8 points of damage.
to who?
To you, Alaris. As she plunges the spear right into your chest.
Oh.
Are you
Guys.
taking? You don't have any kind of halving damage, do you? I can't remember whether that's fighter or barbarian.
Barbarian is dead.
No, barbarian. Yeah.
You died? You died?
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Silarios.
No.
No.
Solarius, come on, bite one, set the other on fire.
I want to get in the one in the action.
Don't
Take out my
turn Ellerin.
daggers.
Don't
I'm
turn
just
Ellerin.
saying, a pin could end it all for me.
I'm gonna take both my daggers and just attack the 2 rats.
Okay, go up there. You still have disadvantage because you don't see too much.
Would I have disadvantage on the other goblin?
You have all of them because the torch is lying somewhere here because Alaris pulled her greatsword.
I dropped it.
Well, okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Okay, so you just roll normally.
Dagger. First one is 16.
Yeah, we
other
only
one
need to roll
is-
once because you used the inspiration.
Okay.
So you hit.
Yeah. And then it's a d4 for each and +3 on the first one.
You only hit once. You need to roll twice if you want to attack twice. Sorry.
What?
You need to roll twice if you want to attack with the second one as well.
Yeah. Okay. The second one is a 20.
Okay. You roll again because you have disadvantage on the second one.
10.
Okay, so the second one doesn't hit, the first one roll damage.
Okay. Five?
You plunge your dagger into the rat and it's bleeding horribly, but still alive. And with that, the rats turn their attention to you guys. And it goes to try to hit the same target, so now they're looking at Silarios, who just hit them bad, so that's for the focus. That's a 19.
Thanks,
That's a
Silarius.
6. Oh, they can reroll, they have advantage because they gang up. And that's an 18, nice. So, let's see.
I'm gonna have to cast shield here again.
4?
Oh.
Do we have spell spots left?
That's the last one.
Okay, so... Okay, half the damage. Like, do you want to cast shield?
I have to, yeah.
Okay, what's your AC with shield?
+5 is 18.
Okay, so you block one of those.
Ah, shit. Well,
You casted shield. Okay, so one is blocked, like the barrier, the shimmering barrier comes up again as one rage.
Whoa.
And the second one kind of like squeezes through and just tries to bite you and hits you with 2 points of damage.
bad.
And then make a charisma saving throw.
Come on, just blow them up.
do I have to do that even if I faint?
Yeah.
Are you down?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Oh,
Who's down?
I am.
Silarios.
Silarius.
A charisma saving throw is 19.
Okay, so you don't release magic. You control your shield, and nothing happens. You just faint. Okay, that's good. Then we have
The one time Silarius.
Alaris.
Oh boy, I can't move away from this because it's gonna have an opportunity attack on me,
Just-
right?
You can't
And then I'll
Kill it.
You
flip
can
and
use your
die.
action to disengage, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity, and then you can move away.
So I can disengage.
Yeah, but then you can't attack anymore.
I think I want to attack rather
Okay.
on the goblin.
Mm-hmm. Do it.
Come on, please. I threw a natural one.
That's amazing. Okay. So as you
What's
wounded,
up with my rolls today?
you try to plunge the greatsword into the goblin, but somehow it slightly slips your hand, and like you need to step to the
See ya,
side,
guys.
so it doesn't get. It doesn't move from your hand. Ellerin, another death saving throw, please.
Yes.
Just don't roll a 1. Just don't roll a 1. Break the cycle.
Let's see. 16.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Positive one. Great.
Comeback is real.
Good. Then we have Sin and Nemaya.
Do you want to go first this time?
Okay, so there's the wounded rat, I'm pretty sure, and then there's the goblin lady, and the other rat, is that rat also wounded, or?
Yeah, it's wounded. But you can hit the goblin lady because you get advantage on that, and you can hit the wounded rat because Silarios attacks her, so you also get advantage on that. So you can choose with advantage what you want to. And since you have advantage, you also get sneak attack damage. Don't forget.
Oh boy. So
Always, always when you get advantage on an attack roll, you get your sneak attack.
I'm trying to like make out the biggest threat here. I feel like the goblin has kind of done more harm to us. If I could tell this right.
Yeah.
So I turn towards the goblin and I say, "You fight like a cow," and I attack.
And the goblin is like, "But you fight like a farmer."
Yeah, that's 22.
Okay, you hit. You can roll damage.
Execution.
3, and then I get my sneaking attack. This 2 is 5 plus 4 is 9, and then doubled is 18.
So as Alaris doesn't hit, the goblin needs to take a step back, and you use the opportunity to just like plunge the rapier into the side of the goblin, and it just and it falls down to the ground. So Nemaya.
I will just keep hacking with the short sword. So let me get this. Let me make sure I've got this right. 1 attack for the first weapon, a second attack for the second weapon, and then my horde breaker attack on the second weapon as well.
Yeah.
They're the same weapons,
Yes.
so it doesn't really matter. Okay. What could possibly go wrong? 22 on the first, 21 on the second,
Roll damage.
18 on the third.
Nice.
There you
Three
go.
attacks, 3 hits. Roll damage. It's pretty strong.
1d6 plus 3, 3 times. 8 damage on the first, 7 damage on the
How do you want
second.
to do it?
Like I plunge the swords into the thing's head and then just like cross them so it chops the head off, and then like jump on the second for 8 damage,
Cool. And that's how you end the combat.
and then collapse on the floor.
So, do you want to tend to your wounded?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yes.
we do.
Who wants to take the medicine checks and who wants to assist?
We have
I'll
to.
do medicine check.
Yeah,
I'm decent with it as well.
Okay.
Should Alaris take care of everyone, or should we split that up? Because there's 2 people on the ground right now, right?
And I'm hanging on a thread.
Just
Yeah.
have the better of you take care of
Who is the
Ellerin.
better one?
I have. I mean, should I talk in numbers? I'm like decently okay with it.
Me too.
Okay, well then, just go for one of you treat Ellerin, one of you treat Silarios, and if Silarios dies, he has a good run.
Solarian, come on, stay with us.
Solarian.
Solarian. Solarius, come stay
Mixing
with
up
us.
both of them. I'll attend to Lauren then.
Yeah.
I actually go crawling off to see whether Daphne, or Daphne, whatever name is still alive.
21.
You stabilize.
15.
Both of you stabilize. So Silarios and the Ellerin come back with 1 hit point, and they're slowly gaining consciousness after treatment. So, you're stopping the bleeding, you're putting pressure things onto the body, so, the bleeding can't go out. There's not much you can do because you're not an experienced healer, but at least, they're not bleeding to death anymore. And Maya, as you walk up to the humanoid body, you see it's a female from what is left of it, but there are always bones already on some places where you see bones on some places, so she doesn't look too alive anymore.
Is it?
Oh.
We were given the description of 2 people, right? Yeah. So
it's a younger lady.
Okay. So does she have any distinguishing jewelry or anything that I can give back to the townsfolk?
There's no jewelry on her now. There's actually not much on her except her
Okay.
torn dress and yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then I make sure her eyes closed and kind of just turn around and I actually inspect my weapon from the clash with the wall. How damaged is it?
I don't know, you're not that smithy, but you worked with them quite a long time, so I think they're still viable, but maybe you can check them with a smith at some point.
Okay.
They have some little how to say it? Dellen? I don't know.
Okay. I'll have it checked.
And Ellerin and Silarios come back to life slowly.
Oh, well, that
we
went
win?
brilliantly. Yeah, just about. I hate rats.
We all
Barely.
fought valiantly and we crushed the vermin under our feet. I'm proud of you all.
Thank
I
you.
barely survived this. Oh my god.
So, anything else you want to do in these caves?
Take the crown.
Okay.
I want to take a look at that chamber that we came across, which looked like it had some loot in it.
So you squeeze through. There are the weapons of the villagers lying around there, and you also see a chest and some stuff a sack with things.
Can I take a look into the sack and open the chest, or try to open the chest?
So in the sack there's stuff like forks and knives and goblets, and the chest doesn't have a lock on it, so you just open it, and you find 12 gold pieces and 55 silver. You find a matching pair of silver salt and pepper shakers.
Sorry?
Was that salt and pepper chamber?
Yes, shakers.
Nice.
You find a bloodstained leather case with a complete set of thieves' tools.
Of what?
A complete set of thieves' tools.
Mm-hmm.
You find a holy symbol. It's inlaid with gold and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you find a ring.
I want to take the ring and the kit of thieves' tools, and then bring the rest to the group to share it.
Okay. So it's how many people are we? 5. Let's say just 4 gold pieces for each of you.
I cannot accept this.
I can.
Why not, Sin?
I can.
We did this for the good of the people, not to pillage these caves.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like some compensation. considering the trouble we went to.
I am sure there are more miserable souls who can make better use of the
You can give yours to the villagers, that's fine.
I shall.
Cool. Shall we try and grab the weapons to give it to them as well?
Yeah, well, I guess we might as well.
Okay. So you find like warhammer. You find like a staff. You find some swords. There's not too much. There's like 6 weapons. You bring them back to the villager. Morg is already like, "Did you do it? Have you found Daphne?"
Yes, we did. Unfortunately, it was too late. The goblins weren't preparing her. They had rats, and I'll leave the rest to
You
your
fed
imagination.
her to the rats.
Unfortunately, yes.
This is a terrible end.
Yes, it is. I agree. We got the weapons, though.
Yeah, that's good. Let's get out of here. Let's get back to
Yes,
Nightstone.
let's do that.
Shall we move right away?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Villagers, come on, let's go.
Right now?
Yep, right now.
Okay.
How much daytime do we have left?
I don't remember, to be honest. I think it was afternoon. You fought a bit. I think it's like slowly getting evening, but like you can't go to Nightstone until like 11 in the evening if you're marching.
So has an hour already passed, or like is an hour about to pass?
Yeah.
Because that's how long my
Yes,
potion lasts.
the potion.
So as the potion subsides, whom am I closest to? Am I walking closest to? Probably who's going first? Because usually I'm further. I guess I'm quite far in front if I'm still on the heroism potion thing.
You decide.
Oh,
I'd be up front as well then with Morik,
Okay.
like just
I'd be at the
leading the
back.
company.
Okay. So as it subsides, like it's shaking my body, and I actually put my hand forward to the mayor, and I hold onto her shoulder, and I say, "You have to stop me.
I have to stop
It can't
you.
go on." And then I like fall to the ground, if that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Effect. And then I shake my head, and I'm like, "Where are we?"
We are on our way back to Nightstone. Sin, are you okay?
What happened? I
What do
remember
you
drinking this
remember?
potion. What was in there? They told me it would make me stronger.
Yeah, well, it did. You kicked some serious goblin ass.
As I'm wont to do, but so we found the lady in waiting. We got the payment.
I mean, we found her half devoured by rats, but we found her.
That's gonna pay less.
You gave away your payment to the villagers.
I did what?
Yeah, you didn't want it. I guess that was an effect of the potion. I just thought you were being you. Come on, get up.
Unbelievable! Give me your share. How can you let me do this?
Get up, start walking. You need to stretch your legs.
Oh, God's blast it.
Okay.
Alice!
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, we can keep going, it's fine. Don't want to stop the group longer.
So you move back. The villagers are visibly shaken from the experience, but they're looking forward to go home. Some of them approach you and thank you. They don't have anything on you, but they say, like, if you go back to Nightstone, we will definitely look for what's still left, and we can give you your share, even if it's not much.
Do you have a blacksmith?
Sadly, well, we had like the Lion share trading company, and he did some smithing, but I fear like a rock will hit him on his head. So he had a smithy.
Okay.
And with that, you move back, and while you go, like just the world map. There you go. You're here, and you move, and when you're passing here, and you approach Nightstone, oops, my bad. You see that there is a big castle in the cloud looming over Nightstone.
God.
Well, I guess that answers that question.
I want to take a nap.
Did we ever take a long rest?
No.
We are in no condition to take that fight.
Let's take a camp outside.
Yep.
And we should talk to the villagers. And what is their reaction?
They're like, oh god, they're back! They're back!
Stay calm,
Hide.
everyone.
Yes, we have to hide. There's no way we can fight them now.
Let's open a camp, rest, and then send out us to talk with them.
That's actually not completely insane.
Only halfway. Yeah.
Giants can be reasonable, I've heard, sometimes.
Is
I
it
don't
no?
want to pat myself on the back, but I did convince a goblin now today to tell me where his king is, so I think I can make a giant.
You also nearly killed all of us.
Because I throw myself into the enemy to save you. Thank you,
No.
Mrs.
No.
Ungrateful.
Whatever. Yeah, let's set up camp and a watch just in case.
Okay.
And
Yeah, do that while I head off to...
Yeah,
So who is taking watch?
I'll take the first watch.
I
that's
need the
fine.
rest.
I'll take the first sleep.
I think
Perception
everyone
check.
is in worse shape than I am. So.
Maya, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
Do we get our long rest now?
Well, let's see.
I rolled a 13.
You're looking into the distance. From time to time, you look over at the cloud castle, which is looming over Nightstone, and like you do it like every half an hour or something, and going up and down. And after like doing it 3 or 4 times, you have the feeling that the castle moved towards you,
Oh, shit.
and
Oh.
you just wait a bit, and the next time you look at it again, you see it's already nearer, and there are also stairs forming out of the clouds. They're coming like down, and while you while the stairs are coming down, do you do anything?
You cut out.
While
Sorry?
while the stairs are coming down, do you do anything?
I begrudgingly wake up the rest of the group. Not that, like, I leave the villagers sleeping, but I wake up Silarios, Ellerin, Alaris, and Sid, begrudgingly, and I say to them, look, I don't think we're being given much of a choice but to
Oh.
And the stairs
accept this invitation.
the stairs are pretty big, and after like waiting a bit, they're actually coming down right in front of you.
Yeah.
Are
I think
we
that's
still
as-
sleeping? Or?
No, Nemaya, wake up.
Unfortunately not, Sin. I think this is clear an invitation as wherever. Yeah.
You had a short rest though. A short rest.
Oh.
So what you can do
What
is,
does a short rest mean?
in a short rest, you can regain some hit points if you want to by using your hit dice.
Oh, you cut out.
In a short rest, you can regenerate some hit points by using your hit dice. You have as many as your level are. You can roll them and see how much hit points you get back. And
What?
some abilities refresh on a short rest, like the second wind.
So what do we roll?
Your
Two-
hit dice. For example, if you're a fighter, I think you have a d12.
What?
Yeah. So okay. Maybe I can quickly
Oh.
explain. So maybe I can quickly
I
explain.
didn't get-
Yes, I want to. I understood though. It's like my standard hit dice is a d8, and I'm level 3, so I can roll 3d8 and that's how much HP I gain.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I didn't hear what Cricket said what my dice is.
D12, I think.
Yeah.
It's
You
either
can
a
check
D12
if you-
or a D10.
You can
I'm a
check if you click on short rest, and then it tells you.
Oh, actually, yeah, you can click on short rest.
wow.
D&D Beyond does it for you. So
Oh, okay.
click on
Oh.
short rest and just roll.
I got all my HP back.
Where is short rest?
On the top.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
1d10 plus 3. Oh, I didn't get a lot.
Well. And what are you doing then?
I don't gain any spell slots, do I, for that?
No,
Okay.
only long rest.
Okay.
I'm fresh. Let's go up to heaven. Let's charismatically engage some giants.
This is fun. I like this adventure.
I want to be 1 or 2 when we go up.
Who is the first one?
Silarios.
Yeah.
Silarios every day.
Uh-huh.
So Silarios,
Mm-hmm.
then
I'll follow.
Alaris.
Oh, and I use my 2 sorcery points to gain another spell slot.
Okay. Next one.
If no one else goes up, I'll go
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sin, Elaren last.
Sure.
Okay. So everyone, please roll an acrobatics check while you go up the stairs. It's like it's at some point it's
Sorry,
going.
the connection's really bad for me
shit.
right now. It's been getting worse and
So the higher you go, the more taxing it becomes because you look down. It's quite high. The stairs are big, but like slipping. It's really annoying.
Was it just acrobatics, or was there an option there? Because you cut out
Just acrobatics.
just acrobatics.
I got 19.
That's good. Steady feet.
8.
Okay.
7.
Mm-hmm.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Catch me.
Elaren?
sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Acrobatic?
Yes.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
Amazing. So all of you managed to get on the stairs, and it takes a while. Like we're probably like half an hour just
Oh my god.
going stairs, going upwards and upwards and upwards, and at some point you are on a cloud, and on the cloud. Or like actually, let's do it otherwise. Let me see where do we have it. How do we do this? Give me a second. I need to check. Let's do it like this. All right.
This is epic.
Oh, you see the tower. This is basically how the tower looks like. And you're moving up from this side.
And it's got that hat on top.
Yes, it
Nice.
does.
Yes.
Solarios,
Yes.
you're
God,
the
it's
magic
more magic.
user here.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the tower wearing a hat?
I think it's been waiting centuries just for me to grab it.
And
That
I,
answer somehow makes sense right now.
For the record, I have a horrible feeling about this.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, it can't be that bad.
We didn't have a horrible feeling about the Goblin King?
What Goblin King?
Oh yeah, we slayed one.
Yeah.
You were naked at one point.
You gotta keep your tongue, you might lose it.
you're moving
Okay,
up
Grumpy.
the tower. The door is, as you approach the big hall door, it just goes open. You're entering.
Somehow this just keeps getting worse.
And as you're inside, there's a big tower hallway. There are big torches on all the sides. There are some 2 giant studies, a table. And while you're entering, you look above, and there is a hole in the ceiling. And from the hole in the ceiling, a giant is levitating down to you. And this is how he looks like.
Oh, fancy. I wanna give myself just a very subtle glow.
Okay.
Namaya actually rubs her eyes as like making sure she's not seeing things.
And yeah.
I wanna check the surroundings for any other doors.
No.
Where
Only the hole in the ceiling and where it came from. And the door behind just closes.
okay, so like only so that I make sure there's no other way where any threat could come from.
And as he goes down, he's like, "Greetings. I've waited so long for this to happen. Ah, there you are. Ah, look at you. Ah, I've watched you for probably the last days, and I wanted to make myself known quicker, but yeah, look at you. He looks at Ellerin. Ah, the diamond in the rough, finally standing in front of me. He looks at Sin, and the doomed one. Ah, what can I say? He looks at Alaris, the wanderer between worlds. He looks at Silarios, the accident.
Excuse me?
And then he looks at Nemaya, and he's visibly confused. And who are you?
Yeah, that tracks. My name is Nemaya. Were you not expecting me?
Curious. I expect. Well, never mind. Here you are. It's
Yes,
good that you're here.
apparently.
We followed your call, great giant.
What did you did? Please, you're visibly hurt. Make yourself at home in my tower. It should be yours. I'm not a company. I don't expect guests too often, so I feel you need to camp on the ground. But anyway, I'm going to back up. I'll get this castle going, and I'll be back in a few minutes, and then I can. I'm so looking forward to this, and then I'll call each of you, and I'll help you on your journey. You look. To be honest, I expected a bit more, but so be it. I'll help you get there. It will be fine. Anything I can do to you?
Nemaya actually looks physically shamed when he says that. Because he pointed out that he wasn't expecting, didn't know who she was when all the rest of them had fancy titles. When he says, I expected more, she actually bows her head and turns away and kind of goes very quiet.
So the
You
giant
forgot-
is leaving?
To mention your name,
sorry.
giant.
I'm so sorry. This is very exciting for me. I nearly forgot to introduce myself. I'm Sephiros.
Sephiros. Of
Yes.
course.
Does that name ring a bell?
No.
Okay.
I guess this is about the Nightstone.
I'm sorry. About what?
You know,
Oh yeah, you happen to
thing-
be.
that the town is called Nightstone, and the Nightstone's missing.
Oh, the village below.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
Nah, it doesn't matter. We'll be here for a few minutes.
Good. I'll quickly get the castle going. And he levitates back upwards through the hole in the ceiling. And yeah.
I turn towards Sin and say, isn't he a bit of a show-off?
Well, he's got the castle to back it up, you know.
I guess you're right.
Does anything in this room look valuable?
There's really not much there. What you see in the picture is what's in the room. There's torches, two statues, a table, and a chair. A stone chair. Giant-sized.
Oh my
What are
god,
the
you know what we
statues?
forgot? I can't believe it. We forgot to get the payment from the villagers. If this guy's flying away with us now, we did all of that
Sin,
for nothing.
let's be real for a second. Do you think the villagers could give us more than a freaking floating giant in a castle on clouds? I think we took the right path.
This might be the first time I can agree with you, but it still depends on what this giant, I don't know, has planned for us. Am I the only one who finds it ominous that he knows us so well?
No, you're not the only one.
And he doesn't know us all so well.
Most.
I mean, yeah, the important parts.
What do the
Accident.
statues look like? Are they just giants, or do they have a specific visage?
They look strangely how to say it? You can't discount features. They are very plain. It just look like big humanoids like these animation dolls, you maybe know. There's like no features on them whatsoever, just like head, arms, feet.
Okay.
How big are they?
Probably 1/2, maybe too much your size. 2 times your size.
So it's like still 5 foot, the grid on the picture.
Yeah, sorry, 5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll make ourselves comfortable here. Just sit down on the ground, play some cards while we wait.
I have no time for games. I want to know what this is about.
I don't think he looks like someone you can
anything?
rush.
And maybe not him, but do we know anything about giants at all that could tell us if we should feel threatened now, we should feel like we're in luck?
Each of you can make a history check if you want to.
Yeah, I want to do that as well.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah?
Now I want to know if I know about giants since I'm connected to
Not too much.
dragons.
But you can make a history check and see.
I hit the important rolls, so I got a 23.
Cool.
Where's history?
I got a 19.
I got a 17.
No, 19.
So
I like how I'm asking all these questions and I'm like,
okay, so
It pops up in your head.
Ellerin, what do you have?
I'm totally did not hear that. The connection is
Oh,
not
shit.
very good. Sorry.
Can you make a history check?
Yeah. 1 second. Oh. 16.
Okay. So everyone except Nemaya, what was your check?
19.
Okay. Everyone except Silarios, we'll come to that later, knows some basic things about giants. And there was, you know, that there in the north, that the north is based on some kind of giant empire, which has been there like centuries ago, you know. No one remembers it. Like there are giant ruins all over the north. You know that the giants were taken down by humankind, also with the help of dragons. So dragons and giants are kind of like they hate each other really hard. So that if there's an arch enemy, giants are the arch enemy of dragons and vice versa, because they also can do really harm to each other. So there are, you know, that there are few of them. So like in the ages past, they were all over the north, but since humankind settled in the north, giants have become less and less. You don't know much about giants. Everyone who has been in Waterdeep knows of one giant, which is Havranok. And Havranok was a celebrated giant who is kind of like a hero of Waterdeep, because he actually took on his axe and slew other giants who stood in the way of human settlements and stuff. So he got like a Medal of Waterdeep as a giant slayer. And that's kind of like what you know. So there are more giants out there, but not that much. Silarios, since you studied some books and got some education, you also know that there are different types of giants. You know that there are some giants are tuned to elements. So there are storm giants, there are fire giants, ice giants, like the dragons. Like there are fire dragons, like red dragons, blue dragons. There are like fire giants and storm giants. So they have some elemental attunement to them. Most of them. Or some of them. You don't know how much. You don't know the proportions, but you know that they're, you know. That's how it
Do
is.
they like rely on the elements to have the power?
You don't know like how the synergy is, but you know that they can at least harness some of that elemental power.
So this probably, Zephyros is probably something of a cloud or wind giant air giant that relies on the air and wouldn't do so well underground.
Yeah, a cloud giant probably fits your description, right?
Okay.
And yeah, if there's one element you would attune him to, it probably would be air. So after some time, he's levitating down again. Ah, my guests, it's great to have you here.
It's an honor.
Please do not be upset, but we don't quite understand to its full extent why you invited us into your
Oh,
castle.
you can't. I'm sorry.
At least not all of us.
You know, fate. Fate and destiny. It's every one of you has the mark of fate on him or her. I've seen your fates. I've seen the possible outcomes that you can do, and I've seen the impact that you could have on the North or on the conflict that is breeding currently. I've been looking for mortals to who would have the potential to help with this conflict and to move the scales from one side to another. And interestingly, it was you 5 that I've seen in my crystal ball. So I'm here to offer each of you one piece of help. There's like one favor each of you will get from me, and to help you on the way. I can't interfere more, or fate will not take that kindly. The balance must be, balance must be obtained. But there's one favor you'll get from me. Then I'll send you on your way. You have much to learn until you can side on this conflict, but I'll try to kickstart you on the way there.
Anything. We could ask for anything.
Well, if it's in my powers, but let's do it in private. Like I'll invite every one of you to my room if you want to, and then that's where I'll give my favor to you. I know that you still are not that much good of a group, but it's vital for you that each of you becomes accustomed to each of you at some point. But this is not the time. Trust is of great importance. Is of great importance. Is there are any questions I can help you with before we move on?
Are we going anywhere specific?
Oh yes, the next part of your journey. I've not seen the end of it. I've seen some outcomes, but I know where the journey begins.
Are you going to tell us?
Oh right, I'm sorry, you couldn't know. We're going near Golden Fields.
Golden Fields, huh? Sounds lucrative.
Well, it's how to say it, the harvest, basically all the harvest of the surrounding cities comes from Golden Fields. It's the corn chamber of the North.
If we're talking already, maybe you can let us know what happened to Nightstone, so the town you were hovering above.
Oh, well, it looks like some of my Cloud Giants colleagues have been wreaking some havoc there. I'm sorry for that. Like, I apologize sincerely for my folk.
I mean, we don't really care about it, but I mean, what was the incentive?
Oh, I don't know what my brethren's up to.
Okay.
This can happen to anyone. Just a bad day. Steal a Nightstone.
Oh, I'm sure they have plans for it, but as I see it, they do not interfere too much with your fate right now, so it's of less importance.
Is there any specific thing or power you could create with such a stone?
Oh, I'm sure if you find out the secrets of such a relic, you probably could do something.
All right.
I assume if we say no, then you won't just hurt us or force us to do your bidding.
Well,
no.
He doesn't have any bidding for us. He just sends us somewhere.
I'm just here to lend you some advice and to kickstart your destiny.
Sounds good to me.
Well, let me ask this way: is this a choice for us, or is this your decision?
Oh,
the decision of fate.
I'm merely a puppet in this game. I'm a servant of fate. Of destiny, if you want to call it that way.
Do you have any incentive in this, or is this purely out of
Of course, I have an
fulfilling the
incentive.
fate.
Of course. I mean, the conflict and the ordering was shattered. There, like, war erupted again. Like, we can't let that happen. Like, we need to prevent the war as soon as it's going. Some giants already going heroic, as you've seen with my brethren in Nightstone. We need to prevent bigger things to happen. Imagine dragons like know of what's happening here. No. We need to restore the ordering, and everything should go back to normal.
Okay.
Well then, if fate has sought this path for us, who are we to argue?
To be honest, I was just waiting for this. So, I was expecting to just one day wake up, suddenly see a stairway all the way into heaven. So, let's go.
Just a normal day for Silarios.
Any more questions, or do we? I mean, I'm here for the next days anyway, so we're not moving that quick, I fear. Cloud is no horse, right? But
True.
Well, it's not scared of a dragon, so
well, let's not say a word in this castle anymore, right?
Are we free to leave and walk around the cloud, or is this cloud walkable?
Oh yeah, it is, of course, but I would not suggest going near the edges.
Are we hovering above the other clouds, or if it rains, do we get wet?
Well, up here it's always sunny.
I do have one
What
more
a
question.
disgusting place.
Why is your castle wearing a hat?
Oh, it's a nice touch, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much. I mean, it's kind of like if you meet with other cloud giants and you see all these castles, you want to stand out, right?
I completely understand you.
It sounds like Silarios.
Yeah, it
So
sounds like we're getting
the,
along quite well.
Do the other cloud giants look up to you, no pun intended? Or are they...
Well, I think, especially after the ordering has shattered, I'm one of the few who think actually that this is not an opportunity, but actually a threat. So I fear currently I'm more of a loner.
what is the ordering?
The ordering. Oh, you can't know. I'm sorry. I should move a step back here. The ordering was the god of giants, Alnam, the Allfather. He set the ordering. The strongest of giants are the top, the weakest are the bottom. And this is how the hierarchy of giants is. And it needs to be preserved. And at the top there are the storm giants. The fire giants come right after it. Then the cloud giants. The stone giants. And the ice giants, of course. And at the bottom, well, we don't talk about them too often, but the hill giants. So, but since the ordering has been shattered, like every giant race, if you want to say it like that, every cult is currently trying to get to the top and to be the new ruler of all giants.
But what was stopping them from doing this before? Like
the ordering of
Yes,
our god, Amnam, the Allfather. He said the word and we obeyed.
And then people stopped obeying. And that was the ordering being shattered.
That's the sad thing. Alman thought that we grew too comfy. And he shattered the ordering himself.
Oh, well. Gods be crazy, right?
Don't do blasphemy here. Alnam is great in his power, and we don't understand what he has.
My apologies.
But it's as I've seen in the crystal balls, like we can avoid bad things to happen, and bad things are going to happen. So I I need to do something.
And this something is kidnapping us.
I'm not
He didn't
kidnapping you. I'm
kidnap
letting you
us.
add an 8.
Exactly. We walked in here by free will.
Yeah,
That is
curious.
true.
I extended my aid to you. You took it.
It's like the hand reaching out from the sky above, and we took it. We took that.
And now there's no going back.
Oh, well, I'll drop you off. You can go wherever you want, but...
Yeah,
Fate.
drop us off 500 feet. That's
Oh, no. I'll extend, like, the stairs for you, of course. You can't fly, can you?
so.
Not yet, not
Maybe you told us and I forgot. Does this make you a cloud giant or a storm giant?
Oh, I'm a cloud giant.
So you're mediocre.
I'm not, but... In my studies, I've harnessed great power, with the most power being in divination. I've seen things you can't dream about, but as I said, like, you're still on the start of your journey, and like, your words can't hurt me.
I was not intending to.
Of course. And he blinks.
Okay, well,
Who wants to be the first to, which I can grant a favor?
I want to see if you come back alive. So, anyone else?
I need to think first.
Oh, the little dragonling.
What?
Sure, come with me.
Oh, not me first.
Why so afraid?
Because I still need to think of what I want.
Who wants to? Who comes first?
Eloran is always rushing forward, so...
Elorus, what?
Eloran.
Elorin.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yep.
Okay. He extends his hand, and suddenly a little cloud appears beneath your feet, Elarin, and
Can't
you're
wait.
getting levitated to the top with him through the ceiling,
Okay.
and this is where we enter this session.
Okay.
No.
We can't end here, Dad!
But
we
how
need
does
to,
the story continue?
Because I have a lot to talk with Elarin, and she has bad connection.
Really bad connection. I'm so sorry. This really is not. It didn't seem like it was going to be this bad in the beginning, but.
That's fine. So, great job, everyone.
that was awesome.
I actually thought like that you just that you really abandon the villages. There's actually still a lot in this cave you haven't explored yet, but well, I also thought like you're going to duel way more with the villages, especially even after the cloud giant invited you, but it just rushed off. The villagers are like waking next morning like, where are they?
Yeah, that's why I was like, we forgot our reward. we should ask the cloud giant to bring us back. Just so the villagers don't feel so lost.
Golden Fields isn't very far
No, it's
from
like
Stone, is it? So we can make our way.
on horseback. It's probably like 4 to 5 days, I guess.
Oh.
It's the longest trip we've made so far, but
Our horses, no.
Yeah, well,
Well, not my horse.
good then. So
they're free now.
that's how it ends. If you want to know what the Cloud Giant has, like what the plans of this Cloud Giant are for our heroes, we are back next Monday on 7 p.m. Central Eastern Summer Time. I hate
Whole week!
Central European. Are you still on summertime there?
They changed their clocks at the end of
Sure,
October.
we are actually not summertime anymore. We are actually
That's
Central
the
East,
CET.
Central Europe,
That's why I
Central Europe
always
time.
get so
Okay, Central Eastern, whatever.
I have an
CET.
important
I
question.
don't care.
I have an important question. Seely, are you still in Boston next week?
Yes, I will be, but hopefully the connection will be better. I don't
we'll
really
just
know.
have to take a spanner to the outside of your building until the internet works or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out until next week for sure.
Awesome. It was a pleasure to play with all of you. I'm looking forward to next
As
week.
always.
And
Nice.
also, like Alaris, for the next time, you also get a level up, so you can already prepare
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. Ellerin and Silarios, well, I think we need to wait what the Cloud Giant has in store for you. So,
Ooh, okay.
Oh, do I go level 3 before we start next week?
Yes.
Or okay.
okay. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope we see you again next Monday. And until then,
Bye.
I wish you all the best.
Okay,
Thanks
bye.
for watching. Thanks for commenting. Sorry for the bad internet connection.
Yeah.
Bye.
Make sure to tune in next Monday.
Yeah.